Shit, man, started.
Yeah, we've made it.
Yes.
So in a private channel on the chat, I wrote, Graham Potter's been linked with Man United. I've just realised this. It's kind of mad.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. So good evening, afternoon, everyone. It's Harry from Spurs TV back on the previous show with my two guests as normal. TJ, big up, mate. How you doing?
Hello, people. I'm back, man. I'm back. Sorry, I was away for last Friday show. I think you guys done it on Friday, right? Yeah. Last Friday show, and I had a few things to do, and I was recording a bit of Newcastle content. But I'm back as usual, and yeah.
And Scarfy, back again.
Yeah, it's good to be back again. It's great to have you back as well, TJ. So yeah,
you guys
nice
missed
to
me,
see
innit?
Yeah.
You guys missed me.
Looking forward to getting into the Forest game.
Yeah, man. You listen. Let before we start in it. I watched back the content. It was so dry without me.
Oh shit!
It's like it's like two twins talking to themselves. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, come on. There's no show not better without me, man. I'm just a plug. I'm joking, man. I'm joking. But before we start in it,
And now you're
before we
just like
start,
Neo from the Matrix. Sorry, I just had
yeah,
to say
man.
that.
Let me know. For those that are wondering why I'm wearing shades, I've got like basically it's like a little device in it where I can like have a screen in front of my face in it, and I've got like a 200-inch screen in front of my face, and I've got like the stats for Newcastle, not Newcastle, Nottingham Forest team and Tottenham. So it's like right there. You guys can't see it, but I can see it in it. You know what I'm saying? But what I was just about to say in it, I just want to say thank you for all the support, man. Um, like believe, like on a serious note, the love that I've been getting through the past week, believe me, it's crazy, crazy. Guess what, has I'm nearly at 10k followers on Instagram.
Is it? Oh, you're gonna make
Yeah,
it
yeah.
before New
I'm
Year's?
gonna make it. Yeah, 100%, bro. Like, so this is what I'm trying to say. Like, the love and
Yeah.
support that you guys been showing me for the last week, and it, you know, I think it's all the content I've been doing over the past month as well. Think about it like this, innit? I've been on loads of channels, been all over the gaff, innit? I just want to update you about my channel. I'm rebranding my channel, so I've got a few ideas that I'm gonna off stream. I'll tell you guys about it because I really want to focus. Like I've been focusing on other channels, but now it's time to focus on my channel. You know, build my channel up to what I want it to be. But yeah, it's just a quick thank you, and I think all of us really appreciate the support. You know, subscribe to all of us. You know, we put hard time in this actual craft, in it, and it's not easy because some of us have jobs. As you can see, I've been streaming at work. I've been streaming
he's
on
normally
the
at work.
street. You know what I'm saying?
He streamed in a flipping phone booth the other week.
And in a phone booth, bro. You know, so it's like it's hard work in it. So just subscribe to all of us in it, you know, and just keep us in your memories. But yeah, let's start, bro.
Big up. So I also start with you, TJ, because you did what's the Newcastle watch along live thing, didn't you, or something?
Yeah.
Thoughts on the Newcastle game, first of all?
You know what? Yeah, what a performance. Let me be honest with you. Newcastle. It's weird to say this, but Newcastle was a training game for us. You know, from minute 1 to minute 90 or minute whatever. You know, 95. I think it ended. It was total annihilation. You know, the only concern, and this is what I said a bit on other channels, the only concern that I have with Tottenham, and it might sound crazy that I'm finding negatives to talk about in such a good game, but all season this has happened, and now I'm kind of seeing it as a regular pattern, and it's kind of scaring me. We are not clinical enough, you know. We waste too many opportunities and we waste too many chances. And look, again, we won 4-1, so it should never be a issue for us to like, think about not being clinical. But the amount of chances we missed, and the amount of good chances. Look, and I'm not just saying the Johnson unlucky shot. That was unlucky, but the good clear-cut chances we're missing. It's crazy. And let's be honest with you here now. Look, the team that we have lined up is not obviously our first team. It's makeshift for what we have right now, right? But if we were clinical enough against Aston Villa, clinical enough against Wolves as well, because look, we did have six shots, but some of them shots were there to take, you know, clinical enough against West Ham, clinical enough. See, I can say all it is clinical enough against Chelsea, clinical enough against Brentford for a draw. We could have won them games.
We could have been top, really. I know it sounds mad.
We could have won them games
quite easily as well.
110%. So
the Villa game was a big one. Obviously, we missed
Villa as well. Yeah, we missed so many opportunities, so many chances, and so many clear-cut opportunities that don't happen often.
I think for me, the difference in this game was that we got the second goal.
110%.
If we didn't, I would have been shitting it for like the rest of the game.
We have been performing. Look, it's not that we're performing badly. It's not that we've been performing badly. The results might say we've lost 5-1. We lost 5-1 the last one, innit? Newcastle, innit? But let's be honest with you. if you pan from apart from Wolves, maybe Wolves was kind of dead performance. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
here.
that's the odd one
We
out.
should have won all of them, even the West Ham game. The West Ham game really annoyed me to the point where I lost my marbles. But actually analyzing the game, the first mistake that it bubbled off the players, it happens. You're allowed to make, in my opinion, 5 mistakes in a game, and even that is crazy. You know,
In the
so
big matches,
2 of
you're
them
not even
mistakes.
allowed to make one, really, to be honest. In the massive games, you know, you're playing
Exactly.
like the cities, there's playing like
Exactly. So for me, look, although we have had this poor run of form, we need to be more clinical. It's so important because Newcastle, yes, we won them 4-1, and it was such a great game, but we still lack the clinical edge to bury our chances. And a lot of people are going to be thinking, I might be crazy, but if you actually look at how many clear-cut chances we had,
Yeah.
come on.
I think we
And
average
look,
like 20 shots a game, really, now, I would say, right? Is it 20 shots a
exactly.
game or something like that?
But
yeah.
I use this as a theory. Look, it's all good having the possession, and it's all good having the chances, and it's all good having the shots. If you're not finishing your dinner, it's pointless. You might as well play Mourinho football. I'm telling you this. Look, you're not clinical enough. There's no point. Because you're going to ultimately lose all your matches. You're going to and it might sound crazy that I'm saying it like that, but I'm actually just going to look. The reason why I've got these on my head, I'm actually going to count all the misses we had, and I can actually count. So we altogether had 22 shots on target, right? Not on target. 22 chances, or they said 25, but I'm not classing them misses in it because it's got like circle for a good chance, and what it's just different color coded.
But you know what I find about that whole like color coding thing? Yeah, like so it's subjective to the person whether it's a good chance or not. As in, like, say if I was watching the game, I might say something's a good chance. If you want to watch the game, you might say, "Oh, it was a half chance." You know how some people have a different perception of that sort of thing.
You might, yeah, 110%. But okay, cool, all right, maybe, yeah, you're right. But then,
I'm not saying it's not right. I'm just saying.
No, 110%. You are totally correct when it comes down to chances and that, right? But there's still chances. There's still open chances.
We're still missing chances.
To score, right?
We're missing chances.
So even if you class them as a subjective miss or a subjective unlucky shot, there are chances that could result into a goal, right? We look from this thing, innit? Yeah. From this thing, it said we missed altogether 18, not clear cut, but 18 chances. That's bad. In my opinion, that is bad.
Yeah. Does it make you think
terrible?
If we had Harry Kane, though, he would have buried them?
Again, I don't look. Again, I generally believe that Harry Kane could have made a difference if we did have Harry Kane, where we would be more clinical. But then, a bit of me would even argue that with Harry Kane, we wouldn't be playing the way we're playing. Because it's given freedom to the likes of Johnson to run with the ball. And, look, Kulusevski in the middle, you've been saying this a long while. He's been awesome. Son to do what he's doing, come out of his...
I'm surprised at what he did on the left.
You understand where I'm coming from? He made Trippier look like the Trippier we sold. Put it like this.
Yeah. But do you think, I'm not discrediting his performance, by the way, because like I said, I was shocked because what I liked about Son on the left that day was that he was crossing a lot. Like he was getting the ball and crossing it in quite quickly. Yeah. If you notice, a lot of our wingers who've been playing on the wings don't tend to do that. So that's what I liked a lot. And maybe it's because Richarlison was playing in the middle, so maybe they were told to do that. I don't know. But yeah, I think you have to also take into consideration Trippier is not the fastest fullback. So maybe it kind of worked because Son, even though he's lost some pace, he still had enough to like beat him, I guess. I don't know.
Let's get Harry into this as well.
Yeah, Harry's sitting there waiting.
I've had all the questions thrown at me in it. But before you go on, Harry, just to answer the Trippier thing.
Yeah.
I believe so. We used Son's pace to exploit Trippier, but also again tiredness and their deflated squad as well. And then playing in midweek, and then now it plays a big part into Newcastle's kind of dip in form.
They're
But
knackered.
Harry,
They look
yeah.
knackered.
If you could add on to that, because
Yeah,
I've
Harry,
I've
your
had all
thoughts on
the
Newcastle?
I've had all the questions, you know.
Yeah. Oh no, this is on the first bit. Anyway, thoughts on Newcastle?
Yeah, Newcastle was good. I think that, as you say, the key thing was we got that second goal in the first half, and Newcastle obviously have got some injuries as well. That looked like a really tired squad. Pretty much the same team that's been named the last 5 or 6 games. A lot of fatigue, I think, was the word, and a lot of you could tell focus on the Milan game. So it was good. I'm not getting carried away because against probably the worst I think we've seen Newcastle under Eddie Howe at this moment in time for a couple of different reasons, mainly even down to injuries, fatigue, like I said, etc. But at the end of the day, 3 points, 3 points. Once again, another good performance. This time, as TJ says, getting 3 points. We put ourselves in quite a good position. So, it's good win, but you've got to back it up against Forest, etc. So, as far as I'm concerned, really good. Yeah, really good, but we've got to be consistent.
I mean, I thought it was a good win, but I kind of like in two minds. Obviously, because Newcastle were knackered. I mean, I don't know if you watched the game yesterday. They won it up and they didn't see it through briefly and didn't see it through. And they kind of tried to rely on the adrenaline of the occasion, and the fans to kind of carry them through.
Let's be really clear here, right? Because some people don't like to admit it, right? Newcastle did have the group of death, yes, but they just threw it away last night because the result went in their favour between PSG and Dortmund, like it did all night. 1-1. It was 1-1 for ages, pretty much the majority of the game. Newcastle were leading and going through. I still think Newcastle done well. And it was obviously, what we expected anyway, especially with all their problems, tiredness. But they still threw it away and it was in their hands.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that, I'm saying that I think the tiredness is a factor because, like, I don't know if Eddie Howe, because he's done really well at Newcastle, I have to admit, but do you think he's not rotating enough with what he has? I know he doesn't have a lot.
No.
But
wait, before you add that, before you carry on, Harry, I just want to say, but then again, with the injuries that he has had at the club, he's got 10 first team players out. It's quite hard to rotate, and they are at the start of their project. They're way ahead of their project, to be totally honest with you.
They're like 2 years ahead, probably.
They're in the teething stages of understanding first team football. But Harry, what do you think? Like, I'm on the stance where I'm like, look, these things are going to happen because you're basically starting this project and you're really just getting used to going back into Europe after how many years? They haven't been in Europe for so long.
I think since the 90s or 2000s, I can't remember what was something like that. Yeah.
One thing that, as I was doing a lot of Newcastle content last week, obviously I wasn't on this channel. Most of the Newcastle fans, and this is basically, I'm not even saying most of them, all of them actually stated that they're ahead of their project. They haven't been in this spot where they're in the Champions League and they have they have a chance of getting Europa League football or whatever you're talking about. They haven't had this before, so it's a new thing for them. So these look, again, we might see it as failing and falling off, but
for them it's an achievement.
You have to be able to fail in order for you to obviously understand where you went wrong, right? But what do you think about that?
No, I completely agree. I think Newcastle have handled it, considering the injuries, that they've done well and got some decent amount of points. Obviously, lost Everton, lost to us, but generally they have actually done okay and they've kind of scraped through that situation, still being inside the top 7, which I think anyway is impressive. If you ask me,
it's starting to get players back because obviously Wilson came back, I think, didn't he?
Yeah, and Burn come back last night. Didn't look great at all. Looked like he was rushed back. Really, really leggy. Really unlike the Dan Burn we've associated with under Eddie Howe. Longstaff as well. None of them look great, but there's a difference between coming back and match fitness. But no, I think they coped it well. The performances, they should be a long way clear of where they actually are. Because they finished bottom of the group, but the performances didn't warrant that. Not being funny, but really, really dodgy in the 97th minute against PSG. Dodgy penalty decision that took away 2 points against Milan as well. I thought they'd done really well. Very unlucky. It didn't right to see them lose that game. They started really well, pointing against Milan, beating PSG at home. So for me, Newcastle done enough to get through, but football is all about fine margins, lack of concentration, injuries, and Newcastle on the unlucky side of it. But still, top 7, and they can focus on the league now. Not ideal, but yeah, they're still on for a decent season.
Yo, JJ. Well, go on. Hello. You missed me? No, just to add on that, I feel like any Newcastle fan that is out there should be proud of what your new owners have built so far, and they should look at where they're at right now and be like, wow, we've come so far. Because even when you look at it, Newcastle and Tottenham are kind of on the same trajectory in the sense of we have basically the same amount of injuries. I would say we had like 10 first team injuries, or I think now Papa Sarr's back and Dogi's back. It's gone down to 8 or 6 or 8 or 9 or something like that, 8 or 9. But we are facing this injury crisis, like how Newcastle is facing. So with what they have achieved so far, to be fair, they've done well. And look, again, for me personally, when their injuries do end up coming back, the same with Tottenham, we will start kicking on. Speaking about Tottenham, in the sense of, we'll go into the Chelsea, the Anne's centre-back thing. I just want to add something as well. Are you concerned about how many goals we're letting in? Because only now checking, look, see, this is why we should have the stats right in front of our face. Because when we talk from our head, we forget that we concede a lot of goals, innit? Do you understand where I'm coming from? But
Villa scored.
Now I've got the thing in front of my head, innit? Like, look at this: 16 matches, 23 goals conceded. Are you guys concerned with that?
Liverpool losing in 2-1.
Liverpool's losing, yeah.
2-1. I don't know how important it is though. I don't know about the group.
No, they're already through. They're already top of the group as well, I think.
So are we concerned with all the goals that are going in the back of our net?
Yeah, because you know the one. I know it sounds really nitpicky, but the one at the end of the game really annoyed me because it was just stupid play. I just think our players get too relaxed. I think that's my biggest issue with the style, is that they just think, and I think it kind of showed in the game before, obviously, that we lost. We're just too relaxed. And they just need to just realize that in football you can't switch off. But I think every Spurs side I've watched in my lifetime, TJ's had this problem. They just switch off.
True. But then, can we argue that that the high line has? Look again. I'm not going on this high line nonsense. But I'm just saying we've conceded so many goals, and it's getting to the point where it seems like we're getting hurt more by this high line. What do you think?
For me, I agree, but it's the way Ange wants to play, and it's not going to change. I completely agree with what you said, and it is a concern, TJ, to see us concede many goals. But one thing I will say is it doesn't surprise me the slightest, because we saw last season, not being funny, but I'm someone who's very critical of Romero, right? But we think about the good side of Romero. You take him out that defence, and this season, Van de Ven, it is a championship. Last season, it was a championship defence. There's no secret about it. We had the likes of Dyer, Sanchez, Emerson, Davis, who I think would really struggle to get in another championship team, let alone a Premier League team. So that was worrying for me. We went out there and improved. We got 2 top fullbacks. I don't think defensively, but they're both young. They both put the hard work in, and they both offer a hell of a lot going forward.
Also, just because you mentioned the fullbacks, I just want to jump in. Porro has been brilliant the past, he's probably my best player the past 5 games.
Yeah, I agree. No, I totally agree. But the only reason why I brought up this conceding.
Should I tell you what it is, TJ?
Yeah?
In my opinion. Okay, I'll let you finish.
No, I was just gonna say the reason why I brought it up, innit, as like a topic of choice, innit. Because Wisecout, I don't know if any of you guys have used Wisecout. I would recommend it. We're not sponsored by them, but
because every stream is like
opens up so many. Look,
if you want to sponsor our show, get in contact.
100%, bro. Like Wisecout, let me be honest with you. It's opened up another channel to my brain. Like usually, I'm watching games and I'm doing the eye test, and I'm saying, it's been bad. The highline might have, but I'm actually looking at the stats, and it really concerns me because Wisecout has this thing where it rates your goals conceded and your goals against, right? And on here it says goals conceded, and it's red and it says bad, and there's different color codes. I can't explain it, innit? But hear this out. 1.44 per game. That's what they predict us. That's what Wisecout predicts Tottenham to get. 1.44. That's crazy, isn't it?
I know it sounds very simplistic for me to say the reason why, but without Van der Ven, like this high line is half as good in my opinion, because
I don't think there's any point doing it without him.
People forget that he literally sweeps up every mistake. So you know the mistakes we're making that you're saying, TJ, before we started the show. Like it's almost like he sweeps them up. So without him, like the mistakes we concede are more likely to end up in chances.
But then the argument that a lot of fans have put across, like Stell, for example, and I have to say he's right. We have to play our football if we're going to be able to go forward. I agree. But the person on the pitch, and it might not be able to these things kind of like get thrown in front of my face, like 1.44. That's crazy. If you're predicted to get 1.44, that's crazy. And it for me personally, if we don't have the personnel to do this higher line, can't we protect these players? Is that a criticism that we should actually have on Ange himself? Because this is where I was going, or this is why I wanted to go onto that before I went onto the Ange press on the centre back, because it adds all up. For me, if we don't have the players or we don't have the personnel, are we telling the people on the pitch to do too much?
I agree with you, TJ, but at the same time, people like Stell will tell you, no disrespect to Stell, that we need to play the same way so that players learn the system. That's what he'll say. But I'm with you. I'd rather he adjusted. And I'm not saying you have to completely throw away the high line, but I'm saying some games maybe sit a bit deeper. In some games, maybe play just a different way to adjust for like the fact that we don't have Van der Ven really, and then just play just a bit more clever, if that's the right word. Forest is going to be a tough game, but you think on paper we'd have enough, but you don't know really. I mean, football with him with the Premier League is that you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it.
I'm sorry, I keep jumping from innit. I said this to you off screen, yeah. Forest is currently 16th place, innit, yeah? But you need to understand why I'm adding all of these together, innit? Because now I've got the stats here, bro. And I can't argue against it. The stats sometimes don't lie.
Yeah.
Obviously, the last 5 games, Forest have lost 4 out of their 5th one where they drew, right? So, on paper, they're in bad form, like how Tottenham is. But the difference is, Forest, look at the irony. Look at this craziness, yeah. Forest, they concede less goals than Tottenham. They're predicted to concede less goals than Tottenham. Why is that? And we're predicted to concede more. Why is that?
What, you mean the next game, or do you mean in general?
In general. So Wisecout,
well, because we play a high line. I think
predicts all the chances. I think this is how it works. They predict all the chances the other team gets, right? and they look again.
Translate it to goals.
They translate it to XG and whatever this nonsense, right? I don't
How
really
do you
follow
predict
that.
how many chances that someone's going to do? That's what I find weird. But
Yeah, but from all of the 16 games in it, yeah, Forest their prediction, they've seemed to say they concede less. Does that make sense? On White Scout, they've obviously put 1.75, which, to be honest with you, if you actually look at their games, for example, let me look at their games. Hold on, let me go on their fixtures. If you actually deep it, they had Everton, they lost 5. That's the biggest fixtures. But they drew to Wolves 1-1. They lost to They lost to Fulham 5-0. They lost to Fulham 5-0.
Oh, that was a big one.
Yeah. They lost to Everton 1-0. They lost to Brighton 3-2. So more or less, the chances that the opposite team hasn't really affected how their rating on this thing in it, right? Whereas White Scout is predicting that we let in more goals, basically.
I think it's a high line, if I'm being honest.
Maybe. You might be right. You might be right.
But I don't know how they predict it. I find it weird that you can predict how many chances a team's
again. I don't know. Look again.
I don't know how it works.
I don't know how that works either, because I'm just looking from the stats. It just says it right here to me.
You see a number
and I'm reading it. And really and truly, what scared me was the fact that we have more prediction. 2 point something. What did I say before? Shit.
1.44.
1.44. Yeah, that's more.
I remember it.
Yeah, that's more. That's crazy, isn't it?
So, okay, I think we'll go into Ange's presser with the centre half.
Yeah, go for it, bro.
So, Harry, I'll start with you. Did you watch any of the presser, first of all, or see the what's it called?
Press conference.
Not the press conference. The what's the thing? As in the what he said, basically the blow. I don't know what to call it. Because I didn't watch the presser, I just read what he said. His quote saying, "We need a centre half in January. We must get one because we're on down to bare bones," something like that. He said. He also spoke about Romero saying he didn't want to take the fire out of him or something, or tame him or something like that. So, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I haven't listened to his press conference. He actually planned to do that tonight, and I think I will. But other things you said, the centre-back situation, he's spot on. And I'm just glad he's been honest about that. We all know that. So, you only take a bit of common sense to know that. So, that's good that, he's kind of said that. And hopefully, he that's delivered on by, higher up the board, Levy, etc., new sporting director. But with Romero, I don't agree with Ange on this. And I believe that Ange would have told him off, surely, personally. You can't go around with Romero what he's doing, because at the end of the day, right, we're Tottenham Hotspur. If we were in the Championship or in League One, and you have a player like Romero, but he costs you points, you can deal with it because he's his class is the best player you've got potentially, etc., blah, blah, blah. But with us, it costs us points. I like the aggression, but there's a difference between backing out of a tackle.
You got the 4-1 win against Newcastle as a result.
Who's watching? TJ, you watching something?
Yeah. Sorry.
That's right. I
literally, I'm just watching it right now while you're listening, while you're talking it. So I have a few points to go through. But carry on. Carry on what you're saying, Harry.
That's all right. It's fine.
But TJ, I already know what I'm going to ask you because I watched your show on Football Heritage. So I'm going to ask you something.
Go for it, bro.
Okay. So I heard your comments about Romero. So obviously we've been speaking a lot about Romero.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've seen TJ suddenly go,
bro,
you know what?
I've lost. Yeah, bro.
I think we should get rid of this guy.
Bro, listen, yeah. Look, I'm going to tell you now, innit, yeah. I'll take these sunglasses off so I can be serious. Ugh. Bro, we need a better centre-back. That guy's costing us more than he can, more than...
Harry, I was shocked when I watched it. I was like, what?
Bro, listen, let me be real in it, yeah? Let me be real.
I don't actually disagree.
Yeah, I don't even. I've been saying it for months,
he
really.
has.
So.
I said it, and I said it to like thousands of people, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
look, Romero, he's a loose cannon, innit? Like, and I didn't believe this in it, but after he made that tackle, on whoever it was at Newcastle, I think it was
Wilson.
or was it Wilson?
Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson, innit?
See,
Yeah.
I didn't actually see it, TJ, till I got back home, and I was like, "How did he get away with this?"
Oh, what, you left early?
No. I came back from the game. I didn't know about it until I got home that there was that tackle, because obviously it happens in real time, right? So you don't know.
Well, you didn't watch it?
No, I did, but I didn't see the tackle. I was probably looking at something else. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Does that make sense? I didn't know about it. It was like a big thing.
That's
yet.
what happened with me against Chelsea with the Romero tackle. I didn't know about it. It's so much went on in that period.
I didn't know either, because you know that VAR confused the hell out of me. I was like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, they don't tell you, do they?
So TJ. Now when there's VAR, I just go to the toilet for 5 minutes and I come back, because I'm just like, I don't want to sit here and wait through them to do the checks.
Yeah, nah. Look, for me, innit, like if we want to go and win things and actually, this is where I disagree with you, Toxic man. Look, Romero is a fabulous defender, and I'm not disputing his quality and his technical ability. That's not what I'm talking about here. But he doesn't have brain cells, bro. He don't have the brain chemistry, bro. There's something not working up there, bro. Like, think about it. Like, let's be honest here now. You know what got me fuming was the fact that he was already down on the floor and he went back in for him.
Yeah.
You know, that's what really got me. Like, I was like, damn, like, that's a loose cannon. I know, like, okay, cool. Listen, if I was in the pitch, innit, yeah, maybe I have that brain fart in it. But I'm not a professional footballer, you know? Like, it's like...
Did you see TJ flying with a tackle like, on the screen?
It's like, look, imagine he got given a red card. He's now 3 games out again. You know? And it's becoming ridiculous. I can't rely my Tottenham season on a centre-back that is always getting, not even just getting, always getting in trouble or always doing something stupid to cost us. You know, He's meant to be our vice captain. This is the thing as well, you know. It's not like I'm talking about any odd centre-back. If it was a youngster, I'd be like, okay, cool. He can learn to, you know, he can learn to like take that out of his game, and he can develop.
You see, 24 now. Is Romero 24 or 25?
He's our. It's
in the prime of his career.
It's look. He's meant to be our vice captain. He's meant to show the kids and be the role model. You know, like you know what I'm trying to say. Like, I know leave it all on the pitch, but it costs us too much, innit, you know? And it's stupid because we were already winning. It's not like we were losing. You get where I'm coming from. We were already winning, you know? Yeah. And it just seems to me like, for me personally, look, he lacks the brain. He could be one of the best, and I'm not saying his technical ability is not. It is the reason he could be one of the best, but you know what lets him down? It's his rash behavior, you know, and it's TJ, I understand, but Romero is our best defender. That's where I differ with you. Romero is a defender. Tottenham Football Club is a bigger, the badge is bigger than the player, right? He might be one of our best. But what's stopping us from improving?
I still have Van der Ven over him.
I would any day.
What is stopping us from improving? And this is my thing in it, you know. If he's going to cost us more than, because there's big games he's cost us so many times. Look, if we had Romero in most of these performances that we had against Aston Villa, not Aston Villa. What team was it? Yeah, against Aston. Bro, did he play against Aston Villa? No, he didn't.
No.
Yeah, if we had, I guarantee you, if we had Romero in the Aston Villa game, we might have gone and won that, you know, because that's when Emerson Royale made mistakes, right?
Yeah.
Right? Cool. If we had, see, this is my point. We rely on a defender to become a defender, but he does something stupid, man. It's just, I don't understand it. I don't understand where it comes.
Can I just chip in and say, Yeah, I completely agree with you. And I think, listen, he's technically gifted. And I do think he can be up there with the very best. Right now, I look at Premier League centre backs. For me, he's at the top 3, right? But the reason he's not as good as the likes of Saliba is because Saliba doesn't lose his head. He's really cool and calm. I never got the hype about Saliba, but I actually spent a couple of
Really?
weeks.
Oh, all right.
And he's excellent.
No,
I
look,
think at
Bro,
the moment,
Saliba,
I
if
believe-
Saliba didn't get injured, I think Arsenal would have won the league last year.
I think it's Arsenal's best. The Premier League's at the moment
Best centre-half,
most
yeah.
informed. He's excellent, cool, calm, composed, deals with every situation, doesn't lose his head. When everyone else is playing bad around him, they've got him to save the day, and he's just at another level than Romero. I'm not going to say sell Romero at the moment, but one more incident. Firstly, his vice captain role for me should be stripped because captain and vice captain's about setting an example.
How do you blame his tackle on Davies?
The issue is because Davis did not make the tackle that while Romero commits. Romero never lost it when Van der Ven was there. No, but look, you're defending the moment. I just said don't take away Romero's. We already know this. None of us are not arguing. Bro, you lost me, bro. I'm not even gonna argue my point now, bro.
What?
You've lost me. You've lost me, bro. Listen, Toxic man. You've lost me. If you generally believe Saliba is shit,
What the hell?
I want you to watch a few games of Arsenal. Yeah, Saliba is not shit. But what I was just about to say, in terms of Romero, I'm not saying Romero's bad. I didn't say that. Nobody here. Let's just make it clear so Toxic knows. Do we believe Romero's a bad centre back? No. I think he could be world class, but he costs us more times than, like, for me personally, we need someone that is going to control the defense, that's going to demand leadership. And it seems like Romero, he's just got such a brain fart in him, and it's gotten to the point where I'm at the point where I tried to defend him, I tried to defend him against the Chelsea game, but then you were like, you're done with him, and now I'm done with him, bro. I can't look, because for me personally, it's just it's gotten to the point where there's too many problems.
TJ, it's like he's out looking for a fight. Like, I don't understand. Like, honestly, TJ, I didn't see that obviously because I was at the game. Yeah.
Hold on 1 minute. What's the qualities of Saliba? Explain to me. Comparison. I would rather have shit than watch Arsenal on. Exactly. So you've just compared the fact that you don't watch Arsenal. So then you clearly can't say that Saliba.
And there's not a problem with that. But don't make this assumption, right? And I'm not going to call you out that much about it. I never said that Saliba was. I said that I thought he was good with the clips I've seen. But I actually spent the last couple of weeks every time I watch Arsenal and analyze. It's another level
for the age. For me personally,
he's on like 22 or something, isn't he? I think
this is me gonna give my honest opinion and forget that. Take my Tottenham hat off for a minute. For the age that Saliba is, and the quality he brings on the pitch, and the technical ability that he's shown on the pitch, like his ball retainment is so good, like even under pressure, he dictates that whole back line. He's better than Romero.
He's a leader. Saliba's also a leader, and for his age,
he's better than Romero.
He's way mature for his years.
You have to just accept it with a pinch of salt, because for me personally,
I think he's the best centre back in the league. Personally, that's my
right now.
Yeah.
Now. Now, see, I would argue that Van Dijk is, and you're going to be thinking,
not at the moment.
You're going to think, no, but what Van Dijk brings in it is stable. Oh, no, I can't even argue that. No, Saliba is better than Van Dijk right now. Yeah, Saliba is better than Van Dijk right now.
No, I mean, until Toxic goes, he was bad against Luton or something. One bad game, and he's like, Saliba's rubbish. Anyway, I'm not going to have a conversation. But what point I'm trying to say, like with Romero, it's like he's out looking for a fight. Like he wants beef. Like,
he doesn't have a cool head. He doesn't. Yeah. He doesn't have a cool head.
He goes out on that pitch wanting to kill someone, and that's what this game is about.
It's not good enough. Look, I'm not saying. Look, please, if you guys are gonna watch me, please don't put words into my mouth. I'm not saying Romero is a bad defender. I'm saying that he's what is gonna cost us. Look, for me personally, it might sound crazy, innit? Yeah. Ben Davies has been good, yeah. We can agree with that, right?
Yeah, he's done all right. Yeah.
Ben Davis makes Ben Davis can like end up like not like causing problems, but Ben Davis, there's a mistake in Ben Davis, right? But who would you rather see on the pitch to not to like do something stupid like how? And I'm talking about on them levels of Romero, man, because sometimes you just have a brain fart. I would go with Ben Davis, but I'm not saying that Ben Davis is better than Romero. I'm just saying he's cost us too many times, and it's gotten to the point where we need to think about getting better.
I think Van der Ven needs a better partner, personally, but I'll be simple.
Van der Ven definitely needs a better partner. Yeah. If Van der Ven wants to grow, I enjoy this health discussion. No,
Toxic. What you don't understand, because I know what you're trying to say, is you can't get away with these sorts of things nowadays. Like we've got VAR, we've got all these other things. Like,
all right, cool.
Like back in the 90s and 2000s, you could get away with this sort of stuff, but nowadays
can we all agree? Wait, can we all agree that Van der Ven is not the quality? No, okay, cool. The quality is there in it. See, now I need to defend you. Can we all agree that Van der Ven can get in? We can improve with Van der Ven. No, we can improve with Romero.
Or improve, getting a better player
on the pitch.
Yeah.
Get a better player.
Yeah.
If we can say that, then that means we need to improve him. Like the same way I say, Son, can we sit here and say we can get better than Son? I'd say yes.
Especially because he's of his age. I mean, we can't need to get someone else.
I'd say yes. Richarlison, can I say we can get better than Richarlison? I say yes.
Maybe he'll get a fair crack now after that.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. But
Kulusevski's been playing well.
Because I lazy to my question. So, do you think we're gonna say we're in week 1? Yeah, we haven't signed a centre back. Will you be angry? Because Brian Daigle has said this on record. That means Brian bringing someone in early. Yeah. So, and what kind of centre back? What do you have anyone in mind that you want, TJ? And I'll ask Harry the same question if he has anyone in mind. I think I know who's going to say. But
see now, look. I'm okay. Cool. Look, so. Right now, January is quite a difficult window to get centre backs, and especially get world class centre backs in. But it might sound crazy in it, yeah. But you're gonna think I'm crazy. But I was actually watching Fulham, but not just watching Fulham, like looking at Tosin. Bro, he might be a good centre back to bring in.
Thank you.
I think Harry's gonna be like, yeah.
No, I'm being dead serious. Look, for me personally, he fills in the gaps, but I believe in the summer when we have like more money, because personally we don't have the money. We're still restricted in the money sense, and when you're actually looking into bringing in players, you need money. So if Tosin is not going to cost you more than 20 million. Or less than 30 million, put it like this. If we can get Tosin for less than 30 million, I think that's a bargain. He's also English. Think about it. So that fits the quota. And I believe he's like, what? He's young. He's like 20. Oh, wait, hold on. It's going to be
23.
He's number 2. Yeah, cool. I think he's. I'm not too sure. I think he's like 26. Yeah. I think Tosin is like 26, right, or 23. I don't have the glasses.
I think he's younger than 26.
He's 26.
He's younger than you think.
He's 26. He's born in
1997. Really?
Yeah, 1997.
I think. Look again. We're using that as a stopgap. And as much as I'm saying a stopgap, I'm even saying he'll be a good second fiddle. But we definitely need centre backs,
like a proper centre back in the summer. You mean like a
exactly? So for me personally, he'll be more red cards.
He's what Caceres that we've been linked with. I don't know.
Yeah, for me personally, he'll be good. Okay, cool. And then we're obviously linked to Lloyd Kelly as well.
I think he's injured, isn't he? Or am I wrong?
I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. But then again, look, for me, what is stopping us from getting both?
Leaving.
Again, I said this last summer when I said I need 2, and now I'm saying the same thing again. If we could get, look, put it like this, a dream scenario would be to get, and it might sound crazy that I'm saying a dream scenario. You're getting 2 English talents that will fit the quota. That will fit the quota. Also, as much as you're going to say not experienced, but they're Premier League. I wouldn't say proven, but they've played certain games in the Prem, so the embedding period is obviously going to be less, right?
Mm.
And I'm not saying they're going to be the savior of Tottenham, but right now we definitely need centre backs, and we need centre backs badly, because if Romero has a brain fart again, we're going back to a FIFA lineup of 4 right backs and left backs.
Yeah. It's true. If Romero goes in like 2-footed against Forest, we'll be down. We'll miss
FIFA
Everton.
lineup.
Yeah,
a FIFA lineup. So, as much as look, I analysed it, and I at the start I was like, we definitely need better. But then, with the money that we have, and the rumors and the reports that have been going around saying we don't have that much money, as much as I would like to see better quality, in January, I wouldn't mind taking Tosin. And I wouldn't mind taking Lloyd Kelly. Yeah, Lloyd Kelly. Because then if we could get the likes of Dyer off the books, for me personally, I'll be happy with Tosin and happy with Lloyd Kelly.
Kelly's good because he can play left back as well. I think I'm right in that, yeah.
Who?
Lloyd Kelly can play left back.
Kelly can play left back, left-sided centre-back and right-sided centre-back, so it's 3 positions.
Only one in that chat.
There's 3 people watching apparently. Anyway, I don't know.
No. I think he's saying only one. Yeah. But then look. Okay, cool. So you're gonna say get only one of them 2, but then you're gonna be back in the same situation if one of them get injured. We're back down to brittle bones. This is why you need
Van der Ven's coming back in January, right? Or is it February?
February.
Yeah.
Who, Van der Ven?
Yeah,
February.
Late January, I think. Madison's mid-February and Bentancur's February at the moment.
Oh, God.
Bentancur's next year, man. Forget him.
Remember, TJ, I did say not to play him in that game.
Bentancur, when I say next year, you're talking about I'm talking about 2024. Bro. We're not...
They're all 2024.
No, I mean 2025. Yeah, that's what I mean.
No.
Yeah.
He's not ACL.
He needs to recover.
If he was the same area, then yeah.
We rushed him back. I think we rushed him back.
He needs to recover. So I'm not even saying February to bring him back. I don't even want to see him on the picture that month. Even that second month, I want him to recover.
Our midfield is strong enough, to be fair. I think we can wait. I'd rather
Ben Godfrey. He's decent, but he's gonna demand a big.
We were linked with I can't say his name. Not Braithwaite. What's the other one they got? Some
Braithwaite.
Braithwaite.
Or whatever.
Braithwaite.
Yeah.
No, Everton.
Yeah.
Everton centre back. With him. Yeah.
Brent Godfrey. No. Look, Brent Godfrey would be a good centre back. Don't get me wrong in it, yeah. But
Ben Godfrey would probably cost more than people think.
That's what I just said.
I think it costs 50 million.
Braithwaite would be cheaper now because of his contract. Godfrey, he's committed with Everton. I seriously, there'd be 25-30 million for Godfrey minimum. So I think we'd be better going for Braithwaite.
Braithwaite's one they're looking at. I was reading the other day.
No, I was just saying Ben Godfrey. That's what I said. He's going to.
Why would Everton want to sell these players in January? Then they might even make a push for Europe.
They're fighting relegation.
Before we go on to Forest, was the question what positions or players we need in January?
No, it was about Andrew's press on centre back. What's your choice for centre back then? Just quick one. Is it Tosin still?
Well, firstly, I think we need, for me, 2 players in the January transfer window.
I think
striker. Fair enough. I like to be realistic, I go with a striker and a centre back. I think we need a third strong centre back. It's absolutely Tosin Adebayo. But
cool.
I'm going to say it now. going to say it now for the first time. I do not think that we will sign Tosin Adebayo. I think before we get to January, so in the next couple of weeks, next 14 days, I think Fulham will sign Adebayo up. He's just come back from injury. I think he'd be very keen to keep him.
Like a new deal. A new deal.
Yeah, new deal.
Yeah.
I think it'd be like a 2-year extension. For me, we could do like a loan or a loan to buy. For me, I'd buy him, but if people don't want to take that risk, a loan would also be okay.
Wait,
so,
can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? You've been on this hype about Tosin. What do you think is like? Why? What's his qualities that will bring to Tottenham? Like, obviously, I'm saying it as a stopgap, but you're obviously saying you're convinced that he's the player.
I am convinced. Good question as well. For me, it's basic stuff like being able, firstly, to let Dyer off the books to allow him to go off the wage bill. And whether that's you manage to sell him or not, or you pay him off for the remainder of his contract, whatever that may be, it's one less player out the door replaced by better quality, so we don't have to worry when players out. Adebayo for me, really, really good on the ball. And as we've seen in the comments, there's a lot of natural assumptions around Adebayo. He hasn't played well for a while. We're talking about one of the best for me centre-backs in the Premier League last season. I think that's fair. Definitely Fulham's best. Really, really underrated. A ball-playing centre-back, really calm, definitely suited to Ange's style of play. Knows how to play out. Shows a little bit of aggression, but it's realistic. And for me, he's up there with the very best. And I've talked about Palace's centre-backs and Gay and Anderson, but I think Adebayo will be able to save a little bit of money. I reckon at the moment, Adebayo just come back from an injury, hasn't played well. I think we're talking again about 30 million. I think a lot of players like Godfrey, Brathwaite, Adebayo are all going to be around 30 million. So if we're going to spend that much, for me, it has to be on a top backup centre-back, Adebayo.
My big question to you, sorry for cutting you out again. My big question is he better than Sanchez?
See, that's an interesting one because I think Davinson Sanchez can still be a good defender, but he did work at Tottenham. Yes, I do think so. I think he's more suited to this style of play. Difference is, right, Sanchez was good, but he couldn't cope with the ball over the top. Adebayo's calm, collective. And I'm going to say this, when you go up against top strikers like Haaland and things like that, you wouldn't worry with Adebayo. He's got for me, the confidence to be able to deal with players like that. And I think we all want to be in Europe next season. We just, back up, strong centre-back, a third strong centre-back, if you like, who's calm, can play this style of football, which, not being funny, Dyer can't. For me, I look everywhere at Adebayo. I'd love Brathwaite. I think that's great. But remember, he's playing under a Sean Dyche style of football, so he's naturally.
What's wrong with Dyche ball? They're doing wrong.
There's nothing wrong with it, but he's playing by himself as a defender. But his natural instinct to be what I always naturally like.
See now, I differ from what you look. I'm a bit on a differ. Look, although I've said we should bring in Tosin because I think that's the options. Obviously, fits the English quota and all of this, right? But I differ with you. I think Sanchez is way better than Tosin, and I'm kind of on the agreement. As much as look again, what Tosin.
So what Toxic said. I think Sanchez is a top centre back. It just didn't work out for him at Tottenham.
No, I agree with what Toxic said. I don't think Tosin has the ability to be a. No, okay, he said quite a lot.
Sorry to interrupt. Can I just answer his question? Why he's not playing for Fulham? Right, he's injured. Okay, he would be in that Fulham team. He was injured. So, again, if you took more note of Fulham, then you'd know. But never mind.
No, right, I'm on the defense of
Sanchez.
Look, Sanchez is actually this is just my opinion, innit? Again, you could agree to disagree. A lot of people do disagree with what I say, innit? But whatever, innit? I'm just on the defense that Sanchez is actually a well-rounded centre back. When I say that, I don't mean he's a really good quality centre back, but he offers more. He offers way more than Tosin. For me personally, with what I've seen of Tosin, and again, my viewpoint of Tosin is really limited because I don't really watch Fulham that much, and I haven't really analysed him in that sense of way. But with what I've seen, he lacks the ability, So there's something with him, like in a sense of, you see how we get frustrated with Dyer. Sometimes, isn't it? Like,
sorry, I was reading the Brathwaite price. I've been reading. That's crazy.
Yeah, go on. And how much do they want?
45 million?
No, we're talking. Well, I was reading an article now. It said Everton viewing deals like the 75 million on Fofana to Chelsea from Leicester as an example of the price they hope to secure for the England under-21 international. That's mad.
How much you say for Brathwaite?
No, I'm saying they're viewing it as like a deal similar to when Lafana went to Chelsea, which was 75 million.
Sorry.
Yeah, no. For me, I don't know, man. Look, it's gonna be a stopgap. Whoever we get, let's be honest here now. Let's be totally honest. The players we get in are gonna be stopgaps because they're not gonna be the finished product. They're not gonna demand like first team. Because Tolson, for me personally, I don't see him demanding first team.
He
I'm
won't.
not too sure about everybody else.
But will
Right?
Tyson want to come because he wanted to go to Monaco, remember? And that fell through.
True. Lloyd Kelly, if we was to get Lloyd Kelly, I don't think he's going to demand first team as well. And I think it's a big step up. You know, this is also another thing as well. We're talking about we're getting players from like lower tier teams in it to step up to Tottenham, you know, and to provide cover for what we definitely need. We definitely need cover. It's just, are we downgrading? Because I feel like we shouldn't have sold Sanchez.
I agree with you, man.
Main
I don't know why
issue.
we sold him.
You know, and I feel like it's a downgrade.
Yeah.
You guys want Romero out and Tosin in. Madness. Bro,
the other one we linked with
listen,
John Clare to
Daibo,
the French guy.
Second. Toxic, I'm talking to you right now, yeah. Bro, maybe you have one air and it goes in one air out the other.
I'll keep Romero for now, but I bring Adebayo in. We need a third.
110%, bro. I agree with you, but I hope. Listen, maybe you're listening to me with one air in and the other air out.
Maybe
I was just saying from a perspective of we need to get better, not I want to change right now. And I never, nowhere in this life have I said Romero has to go out now. Never said that. I don't think I said that. And if I did say that, I didn't know what it wasn't. Maybe I got my words mixed up. Maybe I'm in wrong.
I think he's just misconstruing what you said basically on purpose to make you sound like you said you want Romero to go when you didn't say that.
Bro, I want Romero. I want better than Romero. Is that wrong for me to say?
No, because we do need someone.
I want better. Look, I will say this with my chest. I want better than Son. If Son goes, I want better than Son. I want better than Kulusevski. As much as Kulusevski's been performing, I want better than Kulusevski. Is that wrong for me to say?
No, it's not like we've got like Haaland up front or anything like that.
I want better than Richarlison. I want better than them players. I want better than Romero. I want better than Dyer. I want better than Ben Davis. Is that wrong for me to say?
Other centre backs we name with Mark Guehi of Palace, which is a long-term target.
We won't get Guehi.
It'll cost like 80 million.
Too expensive. Yeah, it'll be too expensive.
Todibo of Nice is a name that's popped up. Apparently, I don't know him though. Based in France, Nice.
I think the best options is Tosin and Lloyd Kelly because they fit the English quota.
I think Kelly will be the cheapest, I'm being honest, from what I've read.
Kelly will be the cheapest and can play in multiple positions. So, not being funny.
It's like Spurs signing, basically.
Yeah, and we all slag off leaving the board, right? But we've got to look at their point of view, right? And as a business, I don't agree necessarily the way they do certain things and maybe even this, but they're going to look, right? Understandably, for the cheapest option and someone who can play multiple positions, right?
That
Richarlison, I always knew
the other thing, yeah.
He can play multiple positions, so he counts for them as their left winger, their right winger, their striker. He's also the backup for Kane, also the backup striker people been calling for. They don't need a replacement for Kane when he goes. It fit every single criteria. And Lloyd Kelly, right? Cheap, can play multiple positions,
that's what I'm saying.
Fit that category, and can get other players off the books. It's a win-win for the board.
I think that's how I see it as well.
I think Kelly's the most likely, if I'm being honest. Looking at
but I'd rather him than Godfrey because Kelly's played recently.
Yeah, I don't think Godfrey's played
in about a year or so, 18 months since Godfrey played some solid, consistent.
Dyche doesn't like him though. Yeah, I know Toxic has a point. Dyche doesn't really like him, from what I've heard as well.
And Dyche only likes people with good attitudes, and Ange will be exactly the same. So,
so respect to Dyche as well. Sorry,
yes, we know you and
you have to get that in that you and Sean back.
Well, the preview next Friday is going to be interesting because it's Dyche ball, isn't it? Come Saturday.
Okay, cool. Has
yeah.
Would you change? Okay, cool. Listen, this is brazen, innit, that I'm saying this.
Yeah.
Would you trade Ange for Dyche
right now? No, not right
He's
now.
not being funny. We shouldn't even
Why
be
not?
a question. Come
Why
on.
not?
Because Ange's already settled here. I mean, there's no point in changing manager again, is it?
No. Just for, would you prefer
Come
Dyche's style over Ange's style?
You know what? You say that, but I've watched a lot of Everton this season. Yeah, they've been probably more solid than us, if I'm being honest, from what I've seen.
Defensively, yes, but look at the injury list. It's short.
Okay, cool. Listen, yeah, this is Braves, innit? Yeah.
But look, they're cooking.
I love
Dyche is
listen,
cooking, bro.
I love Ange, innit? Yeah.
Yeah.
But Dyche's style in many games might have
Helped
made-
us,
we would've
what?
won, yeah, it
Chelsea,
would've helped us,
Chelsea.
you know,
I think
yeah.
we'd beat Chelsea.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. And what did I say about TJ? What are you talking about? We're just talking about style, innit? You know what I'm talking about? Style. That defensive style, innit? Yeah.
But the thing is, you say that against Newcastle, they dominated the game. I know we spoke about Arsenal beating Newcastle, but they dominated the game that day as well.
Of course,
Yeah.
110%. No, look, Dyche, flowers to Dyche, innit? Because for me, he's been a
Yeah, at least he's
manager.
laughing about it.
Yeah. He's been a strong manager. And look, again, I don't have no problems against Ange, innit? But I just wanted to know his opinion because he's a big fan of Dyche.
The thing is, I want Dyche to get a big job somewhere to see how it goes.
Wait, so okay, cool. Put it like this, innit? Yeah. Right now, yeah. Look, I'm gonna reword the question here. Right now, would you trade Styles?
Yeah, I would actually.
I would as well.
I can't take the up and down goal fest. I'd rather have
about
1-0
you, Harry?
every week.
What about you, Harry? Would you trade
Yeah.
Styles? Be
Listen,
totally
I'm-
honest. Just,
I wouldn't say
again, I love what we're doing, innit? Yeah.
Everton's actually been playing quite well.
No, but
actually.
I've got to be careful what I say because.
Oh
go
yeah,
back-
you'll get cancelled in like.
Yeah, you get cancelled.
Yeah.
I'm already cancelled. I'm already cancelled by
Or,
Toxic and a few people.
They'll end the stream. They're
Or
like,
and gone back in 4 months later, and I've been reminded of it, so I've got to be very careful.
trust me,
Yeah,
it ain't like Conte though. It's
No,
different.
trust me. Listen, I get
Listen. Right,
I
I'm
get
going to ask
cancelled every time I speak.
Yeah.
With
Emerson, remember that?
Yeah, I get
It's a
cancelled
good
every time.
moment.
I
To be fair though, TJ, at least people in the comments by that end of that stream were like, "Yeah, fuck it, let's tuck Emerson into midfield," because he's so convincing.
Let's not get started on that. But answering the question, right? Football's about points, not performances. I love the way we play. I think it's excellent. I
Yeah.
wouldn't change up anything in the world because I love being able to enjoy to watch my football club. However, points do come first. Football's
That's
an
like what I said.
evil sport, right? And
Results mean more than anything else. Results means
it's evil. As TJ, you can relate as fellow content creators, YouTubers, etc. It's a harsh, thing that we do, and big, small little things make a big difference. And at the end of the day, the end result is massive. And whether it's putting the effort in, etc. But with this, it's for me. Points are more important. With a fully fit team, it's Ange 100%. But right now, for me, it's
not
points.
Ange. Yeah, it's true.
Over performances. At the moment, we're getting the results.
I definitely said that. I said that to you a few streams ago, but I also started the stream. And if you guys watch me, I said it how it was. It's pointless you having all the possession, having all the shots, but you're not clinical enough.
But for
and
me,
then losing.
it's like having a lovely mansion, but no furniture inside it. That mansion doesn't operate without the furniture. You're better to go back to your old home until you've got the money, the facilities, the capabilities to fill that mansion with what it needs and deserves.
Bro, you listen. You made me think of something dirty. It's like you two people having sex in it, yeah. And you have to.
How did you get from that?
Pulling out, and you don't pull out, bro. 110%. Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
It's one of them ones where, for me personally, look, we have the style and we do have the glitter, and we are performing.
We just can't finish. Yeah.
We just can't. At the end, innit? The ball is high, like it's like this, innit? Yeah. But then we get to the end, it goes like that, innit? We don't.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
We don't fire. We don't plant our seeds. You get where I'm coming from?
I know what you're talking about.
The eggs don't find the sperm cells don't find the egg. That's what happened. That's what's happening to Tottenham right now. You know what I'm trying to say? Big up to you, bro.
So in that to segue to this, TJ, can we break down Forest because you're the stato apparently now telling us about the statistics.
Oh shit! Yeah, let me put that my
Get the
glasses on.
on.
Boom. Yeah, cool. So hold on. Let's actually break down. Let's actually break down Forest. Hold on. All right, cool. So as you know, Forest has had a few bad performances. Hold on, just give me a second. I'm just loading it up. Hold on.
Harry, whilst he's loading it up, Harry, why don't you go
for
ahead? Do you think we can break down Forest? Do you think it'll be an easy game tomorrow?
I don't think it'll be as easy as some people said. I've spoke to people this week. People are easy 3-0, easy 4-0. I hope they're right, and they could be right. But we are talking about a Forest team that hasn't had great form. But Steve Cooper will know more than anyone that they need a result, and if they're going to do it, they're going to do it big against not being
We're
funny.
not saying Ange out toxic.
Listen, bro. Listen, you like to reword everything we say, bro, and I'm actually getting a bit annoyed with that, bro. I never said anything about Ange going out.
And mate, it's not facts. I want Ange to stay, and
I want Ange to stay as well.
We're literally talking about hypotheticals, literally.
I love Ange.
Toxic. Okay, question for you: would you rather play the way we're playing, be relegated,
You're toxic.
or play horrible football,
bro,
and win the league? It's plain simple,
bro. You know what? Yeah, I've just realised he is so toxic. He is toxic. Because I never look. I was just saying, like, because
hypothetically,
the reason why I brought up, no, look. Why even say it? Because the reason I wanted to know what Haz's view is. I thought me and Haz kind of think the same sometimes, innit?
Yeah.
And I've been saying, like, if we had someone like Conte, we might have won the Chelsea. Yeah, and I've been saying that. Like, look, you can look at streams. You can look at streams and
the receipts are
that
there.
True, but if we had Conte, I don't think we would have beaten Sheffield United because it's too
exactly. Yeah. It goes both ways.
We're not saying
It goes both ways.
We're right. Exactly.
It goes both ways, right? So, yeah, no. I'm the reason why I said it. Let me just make this clear, innit? Because Haz loves Deitch. Yeah. That's his role model. That's what we base his philosophy off.
Yeah.
When he watches football, he only sees Deitch's football. Every single look. I can label this, and I even can watch me and Haz even
on my channel. Go on my channel.
Off of this channel, watch me and Haz. There's 2 things that he says, and he has been saying it for years. When I say years, look, I've been doing streams with you for about 1.5 years now, innit?
Maybe 2 years now. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Wow. Look, he was a big advocate of move Kulusevski in the middle.
Yeah. I've been saying since the game we won.
Yeah, and I've been saying that Kulusevski. Like on defense to Harry, he's been saying and I've only jumped on the bandwagon. The next one is Sean Dyche. Sean Dyche would be a good manager for Tottenham.
You can have as a receipts. So
there's receipts.
Yeah,
look. So then
if you want to crucify someone toxic, crucify me. Basically,
if you don't watch us on a day-to-day basis, don't just judge what we're saying just from the clip that you see in it. Actually, watch.
We all love Ange, right? We're all fully behind him, and none of us.
We're literally talking hypotheticals. I'll make this clear.
Hypothetically, it's a podcast. We have to put the difficult questions out there, and they require the answers, right?
It's not even that, bro. When me, you, and TJ talk, we talk like we're mates. We're not talking for you lot. We are talking that we know each other. We know each other's views. I know how to piss off.
We know TJ's views on Emerson Royale.
Exactly. They've been after us that a wild claim. It's been on me every single day. Well, every single show we've done.
Yeah, literally.
So it's not. You're just basing it off of what you just heard now, but you actually have to understand us. And this is also another thing.
Look, can I just say, Toxic, make sure to come back you know,
That's what I was just about to say.
Friday,
I was about to say that as
get
well.
our views.
It's
And
so
also,
important.
Go check out Has's shows. Go check out my shows Monday 8 p.m. and see what we say there, because we are consistent and we the questions have to be put out there and we're fully behind Ange.
And which and Toxic, just making it, we're literally talking about hypotheticals. No one said Ange out. We're literally calling hypotheticals.
There's
about
one
managers,
person.
Literally, like it was just if you could, it wasn't like.
Out of us, we're obviously defending each other, right? Yeah. We're obviously defending each other, but there's one person I always see in the comments, and that's JJ, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, he's always been.
He's been through thick and thin, yeah. He's been through thick and thin. He understands why I asked the question. Will Dyche be a better manager? Well, if we had Dyche, would it be better off having Dyche than Ange right now? He will understand it because he understands the connection. He's been watching us for a long while.
The previous.
So again, it comes down to watching us and listen, bro. Toxic. It's only football, man, isn't it? We love.
Bro, we didn't even say Ange out. I don't know why you jumped to that conclusion.
And we love Ange, innit? Look again. Let me just rewind and like calm down a bit. Yeah, I believe. And I can speak for both of you as well. Ange is the right manager for us.
Yeah,
you know,
100%.
I've said it on multiple occasions that we need to have Ange for more than 4 years, 5 years. Listen, there's receipts there as well, bro. Just watch any of my views when Ange came in.
Since we got him, you were like giving 4 years or something like that.
When Ange came in, listen, I was the only fan.
At least calmed it down now.
Maybe Tottenham. Look, maybe Tottenham fan, but I actually watched back all of Ange's matches from Celtic.
No, you did. Big like TJ.
Bro, listen,
like you actually did.
You I don't do your research and credit to you.
Yeah.
You know, I go in.
He went to watch Celtic. He watched Celtic.
I just want to make something clear for anybody that thinks I want Ange out. It's not that. We're having a conversation, and remember we carry on our shenanigans off topic, and maybe we need to make it more clear. Maybe sometimes we have to word it a bit differently.
But that next Friday is gonna be interesting because actually Dyche ball,
in it. Yeah, 100%. But one thing
Forest now.
Yeah, Forest now.
Forest.
Yeah,
go back onto Forest.
So TJ, can we break them down? Do you think?
Yeah, cool. Hold on, sorry, I took off the glasses again. Okay, cool. Yeah, so in terms of Shabba denial. Technology crazy, innit? All right, cool. Yeah, cool. Let's go. Premier League. All right, cool. Table. Boom. Okay, cool. Now, as you know, we're fifth place in it.
Fifth place is 16th in the league.
Yeah, we're fifth place in it. And if we win against Nottingham Forest, we're kind of like 3 points off of Man City, depending on if they win their game, right? But they're 16th. All right, cool. So what do you guys want to talk about? Do you want to talk about if I just click Nottingham Forest, for example? Hold on, let's go. Let's talk about Nottingham Forest for a second.
Go on.
All right, cool. All right, cool. Listen, let's talk about goals, for example. This is what I mentioned earlier. So Nottingham Forest have scored 17 goals. They've scored 17 goals in 16 matches, which means that they haven't really been scoring that many goals, which could be our advantage because we're talking about a leaky defense like Tottenham. I think personally, going to Nottingham Forest would be an easy game. But then again, you need to also question they in terms of how much goals they concede. And in the last few games, they've only conceded 28 goals. All right, cool. Now take this headset off. Let's talk about football now. Cool. All right, cool. So what we know is Nottingham Forest will sit back. We know that already, and they will look to play on the counter, like they've been doing all season.
Yeah.
We can also assess that Ange struggles against a defensive
low block
line, low block, and
like most attacking managers do.
Yep.
We had the same problem under Poch as well. I remember.
Now this is where I kind of like I spoke about this. Clinicalness is so important, because when we do end up getting chances, we need to finish our dinner. And I believe that a low block will be hard to
I hope
penetrate,
you're
but
right,
we have to
Toxic.
also be patient. I'm obviously predicting. Look, Toxic's predicted a 5-0 win.
I hope so.
I'm
I hope
actually
you're right, mate.
predicting. I'm actually predicting 2-0, 2-1.
I'm the same, TJ. That was my score prediction, 2-0 to Tottenham.
Only for the reason being, like I was saying against the Chelsea match, we will lose that game, innit? And remember, receipts are on the credit, innit?
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
said the same thing
TJ was the
about.
only person on the panel who said that.
I was the only person in the fan base that said it.
Yeah.
Forget the panel, the fan base. I didn't see no other Tottenham fans say we were going to lose. Everybody was confident, but I saw our problems. The fact that we're not clinical enough, the chances that we do end up getting, we don't put in the back of the net. And I hope Newcastle kind of like gives Tottenham players a belief, you know.
Yeah.
One other thing that I want to address is the fact that Newcastle don't concede that many goals. Look, again, okay, cool. They got smashed by Fulham, yeah. But
Forest don't concede many. Yeah, Forest.
Yeah, but that's what I meant. Forest don't concede that many. You know, they got smashed by Fulham. That was 5 goals. But
Very
really
rare,
and truly,
very
yeah. But really and truly, Nottingham Forest, they have a really good structure to not really leak. Now,
Also, we're forgetting, TJ. Another factor is Steve Cooper's under massive pressure. Yeah, like they have to get a result.
massive.
Yeah.
pressure.
Now, look, I was just gonna jump into the fact that do you think a new manager could be? No, I don't think a new manager could be appointed.
It ain't gonna happen by the end of tomorrow.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
But then we can obviously bounce on the fact that they're still playing in this poor form, and they've only won. Look, they've lost 5 out of. Look, they just drew their last game, but they lost 4 out of their 5, so they're in really bad form. You know, so hopefully Tottenham can go to Nottingham Forest and get a result. What would your lineup be though? That's my question.
So this was my next conundrum, right? I know Harry wants to say something quickly about VAR, so do you want to do your rant now, and then we'll go to like the last bit.
Yeah, I didn't actually see it. Thank you.
He wants to say something about VAR, so yeah.
No, I just wanted to say at the moment, I want to get your guys' thoughts eventually, but I just want to say my piece first, right? For me, with VAR, right now, it's for me a case of major changes or it should be scrapped now. Because right now, it's based off someone's opinions, not facts. Firstly, that's a real problem. For me, to improve it, because for me, it's massive improvements needed. Like I said, otherwise, it has to be scrapped. Ex-referees, get them in Stockley Park, get them to help out. Someone who's actually played the games. At the moment, you know, this is the best league in the world, the Premier League, but the officials for me are the worst in the world, and that isn't good for the reputation of the Premier League. And ex-players, they played the game, they know what it's like, and you know, I can accept a referee's mistake, but when you've got VAR, which is there for clear and obvious errors, which at the moment isn't being used for that, it's not spotting clear and obvious errors. First game of the season, Man United and Wolves, Onana takes out 2 Wolves players, clear penalty, not given. You can't get any more clear and obvious than that. You know, there's so many situations where players, you know, should have gone. Not be funny, I don't like to use the example, but for me, Romero, the last game against Newcastle, for me, it's a clear and obvious error. I think
It's a red card.
Yeah, and it is not seen, but they're getting involved with things that aren't clear and obvious errors. We've seen the Champions League between PSG and Newcastle, which cost Newcastle 2 points, which, they went out in the end, get 2 more points, and that makes it interesting. Where they get given a penalty for handball, it isn't handball. So for me, it's wrong, and I don't like to use the word corruption, but it does sometimes make you wonder in that PSG and Newcastle game. Because at the moment, it's based off opinion. Because your opinion may be different to mine, and your opinion changes over time.
Listen,
and for me,
my opinion is way different to yours. I'm loving VR.
Yeah, whatever.
Tottenham...
You think we should play a missing midfield? That's not said, right?
Listen, right now, Tottenham fans shouldn't really be speaking about VAR because it's been on our side.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
That's never happened, didn't it?
Yeah.
So as soon as we start talking about it, it's gonna mess us up. Listen, I'm loving VAR. Carry on. I love you. carry on giving us the
I'm with Harry on this
offsides,
one though. I'm with Harry on this one though.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting fed
Nah,
up with the time it takes to make it a bloody decision.
bro. Forget it, bro. It's for us.
Oh, and one more thing I forgot is they need to make it clearer for the fans inside the stadium.
Yeah.
What is going on? That for me is absolutely crucial. And the audio and the footage
Has
of
to be released.
the AR investigation should be released after every single match. They give us an idea what's going on. There'll be less questions of officials, less stick they will get because we will see and hear what they've done. I think we need to sometimes back the officials more, give more power to the on-field officials because at the moment they have no say. The idea of sin bins is absolutely ridiculous. They're trying to control the beautiful game. What's the point celebrating a goal anymore? So at the moment, major changes were needed. I'm talking 10, 12 big changes that benefit the fans and the players on the pitch, or it's scrapped.
Yeah, cool. I was just about to. No, look, let me be serious in it. You know,
That's me done.
Again, yeah, look, I'm going to be serious. I'm going to be totally serious. Again, a lot of changes. Look, Harry hit the nail on the head in it. There's nothing that I can say that, look, he done the speech of honor. But one thing that I would have to say, I think it's time for us to assess if we should scrap this VAR because it's starting to cause so many problems. Like, we don't even know what a handball is.
No.
Look, fuck the Arsenal, innit? Yeah, but what happened to them? Was that a handball? Was it not a handball? What is a handball? VAR is meant to clarify all of that. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
From the handball, I don't even know what it is anymore.
And I'm still at a point where I just don't understand it.
It's confusing.
You know, so it's like it's creating more problems and it's creating more like questions. Like right now, I'm more confused about the game that I love. Innit? You get where I'm coming from. So like, I think it's time to scrap this VAR. And
yeah,
look again. Fuck the Arsenal in it, yeah. But whenever
I think another problem with VAR, people don't forget, is also that the players, say an incident happened, yeah, even if it's not like legit, players will surround the referee and go, check VAR, and also it's like the decision's made and it's not just accepted. I
was just gonna mention something, like again, fuck the Arsenal in it, yeah, fuck them in it, yeah. But like when Arteta's complaining about VAR and standing up, you want to like silence him. Do you understand where I'm coming from? That's wrong. Like, they shouldn't have that much control, in my opinion. Like, yes, they're in charge of the game and they control the game, but questions need to be answered, and we should actually have some interviews at the end of games.
From
the referees, you know?
referee, yeah.
Or like, look, again, I was joking about like it's in the favor of Tottenham, but I wouldn't be surprised if Levy paid them off. Let's be honest with you, because there's been some questionable decisions between.
The offside for Diaz was mad. Yeah,
the Liverpool one. Like, what happened there, bro? Like, it makes no sense. Like, again, VAR is just causing so much problems. We should just throw it out. Go back to the olden times.
For me, it's more the fact that the referee will make a decision, yeah. And then say a big one like a penalty or something. And we'll have to wait another 5 minutes.
You know,
whether it's
I would rather. You know, it kind of has taken the joy out of football.
It has.
Do you remember them times when referees would make some bonkers decisions and you're sitting there, or I'll be saying like that's nowhere near a foul, yeah. And then you outside, you go to a pub or you talk to your boys and all of that. Like, how is that a foul and all of that, bro? I would rather the referee make a mistake and I can cuss out the ref than like I have to cuss out AI, bro. You understand where I'm coming from, bro? You know, like for real, like there's been so many decisions. There's been so many decisions that have messed football around. But look, again, I'm gonna be honest with you, innit? You know, until we get better, I don't know. Like you said, ex players, ex managers. I don't know, like somebody that knows the game.
Not how I would do it. I know it's very difficult to do, but I think we should get referees from abroad. And then, so what it is, I want the English ref to go somewhere else. English ref to somewhere else, No, what it is, I think it also removes the bias because if you have a foreign ref, I think it's more like less likely to be biased. That's the reason I want to do it.
Yeah.
So you have a French referees or something in England, and you have English referees in France. It's like a short trip anyway. Like surely it would work, wouldn't it, or not? I don't know.
Who knows, man?
That would
Who
mind
knows?
it, but I don't know.
Who knows? But also, one thing I just want to say, this is off the topic of VAR. I forgot to add this. Nottingham Forest have scores most of their goals in second half. Out of the 16 games they've played, 4 of the games they've scored first half. So when you look at it, we have to capitalize on that first half performance. We need to score early, in order for us to win. Because they score most of the goals second half. So, so if we can dead the game early, it might be a walk in the park.
Tottenham, so
and Tottenham do score in the first 20 minutes quite often. So that just by saying that, like most of the early chances, early goals we score, we don't capitalize. We don't score a second, a third, So if we can perform on the levels like we performed at Newcastle, we might have a good chance of smashing them. Yeah.
So just on the last topic before we go to like a score prediction, even though me and TJ said that was Harry, Richie or Son up top? Because I think this is kind of a sort of debate, after that last game.
For me, it's not a debate at the moment. Richarlison, for me, striker. I think Son is far more effective on the left. For me, it's where he's played his career. Like I know it's Kieran Trippier who's tired, who's getting on now, but he's still a top professional. Son, made life really hard for Trippier, and for me was the player of the match in that game. I think Son is just so much more natural on the left. And if we're going to break teams down like Nottingham Forest, you need quality from Son on the left. Son doesn't really, for me, I know the way we play, right? But you've got to look. So you need that physical presence in the box because you have to put a cross in eventually. And Son, for me, just isn't that one in the middle unless you kind of play the false number 9. So I'm not for Son playing down the middle. I never was really. I kind of accepted it after he scored a hat-trick against Burnley. But I always thought, better on the left. Richarlison, I think, offers a lot. There's no secret we need a striker, whether it's to replace Richarlison, some will say. For me, it's to support Richarlison. Yeah, with you, we want Europe next season. He can't play all those games. Son's getting on as well.
Also, I just want to make a point. I know it was Newcastle who are very tired, but what I noticed is that with Richarlison, and this is just based on just physique, you have more to hit, and so that's why Pori, the second goal we scored, he put like a high ball. I think it was on purpose. Like it's like they finally watched my streams about playing high balls, but like as in like, so it felt like they actually were catering to him. Like it felt like they actually were playing his strengths, which is a good thing.
Cater for Haaland. There's no secret about it. Every best team does that. We're not relying on Richarlison. We're involving him in the style of play, and that's again a beauty of not having Harry Kane or being funny is that we can adapt, we can focus on the team because what benefits Richarlison benefits Tottenham Hotspur because the ball will end up in the back of the net and that's what we all want. So answering your question, my lineup will be unchanged against Nottingham Forest.
I was going to ask you that, but you answered that already.
Drinking that. Keep it the same. That was Mourinho and Conte's, in particular Mourinho's downfall. Too many changes, especially that back line. Keep it the same. It's working. Stop chopping and changing. This team, they understand
around like bad bees, isn't it?
They won. We've done well against Newcastle. Keep it the same. Very happy.
TJ?
For me, I would keep it the same with Richarlison starting through the middle and Son on the left. Just an interesting fact, Poro has the most assists.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Has the most assists for Tottenham. That is 5 currently, right? So it seems like there's more of a target man when it comes down to Richarlison in playing striker. Now, again, I agree, especially to the point where we have to keep it the same, and we need to generally keep this lineup consistent because these players, like even Johnson's been moved around the whole park like bad D. Like, let's be honest with you, you're not going to get consistent, and you're not going to give. Look, the problem we have is not giving them consistent minutes and consistent minutes in them positions.
I think we should, like you said, to keep it unchanged. Just don't change anything. Just leave it.
So this is why I would obviously play
Johnson right,
same lineup,
Son left, and
Richarlison hopefully this will give them confidence because then at least we know who know currently. Look, we know our first team, and we know who's going to make the cut and who's not going to make the cut. But we know our lineup going into January, you know, and we know what we're going to do. The only person that I would obviously think about being careful and being cautious with is Papa Sarr. Just because he's come back through from an injury, and he personally, for me, you make sure. See, listen, what did I say? Since I said that comments, that's haunting me for the rest of my life. You know, what did that, bro? Toxic, bro. People that watch me on this stream, they haunt me. Yeah, no.
No, I think Dan's joking anyway, mate.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But back to what I was saying. Look, keep it.
By the way, Dan, because I messaged him earlier in the week, I couldn't make his stream. I'm feeling a bit better today because I basically couldn't talk on when he messaged me on Monday or Tuesday. I literally, my voice went. Yeah, I was. Well. I've caught that everyone seems to have a cold at the moment, or like, I've got a really bad cough as well. I mean, I've been okay the past hour, but today and early in the day, I was on and off, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, but I'm just on the defense of keeping it consistent because we need to be consistent. And there's no point of us, look, again, if we end up losing against Nottingham Forest, it's back to the same old ways. It's like against Man City. We drew against Man City and we just lost. It didn't mean nothing. Being consistent is so important. Look, this game is
Forest away, then Everton at home, and then I think
this is a results-based business. As much as I'm loving what Ange's doing, if he doesn't carry on this consistency and he doesn't really be consistent, sad to say this, but Levy's going to look at him and he's going to be the first person to look at him
to sack him.
You know, you get where I'm coming from. So being consistent is such a big important part of football. So we have to get a win. It's a must win. It's not even like we can draw this. It's a must win because then we go
100%.
Because the questions we've all had, we struggle against low block, and we've been saying this for quite a long while. Low block teams we struggle with, and for me, if we do get the win, which we should get the win, it's a change of chapter. But then I'm a bit concerned with the quality of our squad after, like, when Son, Papa Sarr, Basuma.
I think we showed how much we miss Sarr, you know.
We never, 110%. We never really spoke about the links to Conor Gallagher, and I think that would be such a good signing for us. And
by the way, Spurs are still looking at him. I was reading. So if Højbjerg goes, I think they can move for him again. You know.
See, look, I'm on the defense that where I'm saying we might have to keep Højbjerg as an extra option, but then again, I'm not the manager, and if Højbjerg really wants to go, then we have to let him go. Conor Gallagher, what do you feel like he'll be a good enough replacement, or do you think we need better?
No, I actually think Gallagher will be a good player for us, you know, because he's got pace. I think he could do the role better than Højbjerg.
Or Højbjerg.
Maybe they could do the Sarr role better than Højbjerg. I don't think he's a defensive midfielder. I think he'll end up having to keep Skip though if Højbjerg goes because he won't have anyone else. That's why I think someone like Calvin Phillips I'm more for, because Calvin Phillips at least can play
than Conor Gallagher.
Yeah, but I think we should sign them both. If I'm being honest, I'd sign them both. I'd sell Skip, Højbjerg, and sign them both.
But bro, in the reality of Levy and Tottenham Hotspur, it's never both. It's only one.
Yeah.
Or it's never both. It's never both. If it's not on the cheap, we don't go for none.
But can you get Calvin Phillips for like 20-30 million, and you could get Gallagher for like 60, and sell Højbjerg and Skip for like 50?
You're thinking logically like how I would think. Get Calvin Phillips on a 20-30, but Man City says 30 million. Levy wants 15 million for the player. It don't work out. It don't work out. So we need to be realistic of where we want.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
And again, see, this is another thing, isn't it? The more important position is a centre back.
We need the first player we need is a centre back.
We need see for me personally, before we even speak about the midfield, we need to replace the centre backs. And
100%.
When I say replace, I mean like not replace them, but
upgrade.
Upgrade. Make sure that we have centre backs there because really and truly, one injury to Romero again is playing right backs and left backs. Playing FIFA lineup.
And if Emerson gets injured, we're playing Dyer then, I guess, aren't we?
Exactly.
Let's not get to that. Goodness me. Too much.
So before we end the stream, Harry, what's your score prediction?
I don't like to be negative, but I think that we're struggling to break down the low block. I don't think we'll lose the game. I'm gonna go with 1-1. I think it'll be a frustrating point. But I said this
that's fair.
6-7 weeks ago. I think this will be the game that, well, at the time when we were doing really well, that we dropped points. But I'm going 1-1.
You're sticking by it. I'm going 2-0 with TJ. I don't know if TJ's 2-1 or 2-0.
I hope you're right.
I'm 2-0, 2-1, innit? I think we will concede. But then I'm a bit
Which one are you speaking with, TJ? Somebody has a lot of confidence.
I think Richardson's going to score 2. That's my bet anyway.
I would say 2-0. 2-0.
And before we finish yet, Scarfy, where can we find you?
Firstly, thank you very much. Big up to the chat. Big up to you both. Thank you very much once again. Don't forget to follow all these guys. Like and subscribe to South Decoys as well. Go check out my channel, Scarfy Spurs, every Monday, 8 p.m. weekly live shows, analysing often a game or previewing. Next Monday will be analysing deeply that Nottingham Forest game and also previewing the Everton game. Anyone get in touch with me, Harry Scarf 22, if you want to come on. I've had Haz on before, but TJ coming on, who's booked, I think, for the new year. So it'd be nice to have TJ on, and also the channel Scarfy Spurs, match reactions, match previews, and I'm currently working with a company as well who are currently designing my very own, for the first time, podcast and channel merch, which I'm really excited about.
Oh wow!
Design kit.
This guy's like going to be richer than me, and he's going to be like,
I've designed my own kit with the logo as well. And
do we get free merch or not?
Yeah,
that's what I have to say. We'll discuss it off air. I'm really excited to launch it. Go check out these guys, of course.
You're actually walking down Tottenham High Road saying Scarfy Spurs talk.
Yeah, I'll show you after we've got. I can't. Yeah. I'm not going to release what it looks like at the moment, but I've put together an idea and I'll show you.
Oh no, we just won you up. TJ,
I'd like you to know.
Has fixed up the merch.
What was she saying? Me?
Yeah, where can we find you? Spursy Talks, isn't it? Spursy Talks.
No, you can't find me yet there, innit? Because my channel's getting rebranded, innit? But you can find me there if you want to subscribe. Shit, man, I've lost what I was going to say. Sorry. Okay, cool. Where can you find me? Yeah, cool. Oh, sorry. You can find me.
And TJ has some merch as well. I'm just joking, by the way.
No. I was actually going to create merch. Put Kulu in the middle.
Oh yeah,
I love Sean Dyche. Remember, see, toxic. You might think I'm toxic, but bro, this talk about Sean Dyche has been going on for months. Yeah. That's why I was willing to make it. Bro, was that? Am I lying here though?
When you do a hat, Kulu in the middle, when you can do that.
Kulu in the middle, yeah. That's what I was even thinking about doing because he's been saying this so long, innit? But
Romero forever. Oh,
what was I saying? Where can you find me? Yeah, you can find me on Spursy Talks. You can also find me here every Friday, for the preview show. And yeah, man, that's where. And then obviously my Instagram 0TJ.
Get to 10k.
Subscribe to me. Yeah. I'm nearly at. I'm currently at 9.8 point something, innit?
Oh wow!
But
wow.
Yeah, man, I'm
well
done. Yeah, man. So hopefully, I hit that 10k mark, and then I'll probably do if I hit a 10k mark, I'll probably do a Spurs.
How far did you say you're off it?
Right, I think it's 150 or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something. No, not 150. 2,000.
Is it? Oh, I thought you said 9.8.
10k,
sorry.
No, man. No. 10k. 8 point something, I think it was.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought it was
yeah, or 8 something in it. But whatever it was in it, yeah. But look, again, it's not confirmed in it, so I don't want to put into existence. But if I get to 10k, I'll probably do a giveaway or do something a bit special in it.
When do you reckon you'll hit 10k?
My aim was this year, but clearly people don't want to be following me in it.
They've had enough
You
of
know?
you.
But
After,
yeah,
after
Emerson
Yeah.
they had
comment.
your
They had the
opinions
Emerson
earlier about
comment, and they
Emerson, right? I
started.
was like, we're out.
Yeah.
They
But
had the Emerson
I
comment,
think
and they're like,
I think
no.
by April, I'll hit 10k. You know, and once I hit
Yeah.
10k,
By when? April.
10
April.
April's a fair.
Yeah.
That's
That's
what is it
realistic.
called?
That's realistic, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. April's fair, you know. But
Maybe April
Yeah.
1st. Maybe do on April 1st something if that happens.
yeah. So what I was saying, I might just do like a little giveaway, you know. A Spurs shirt. Just know, it's gonna be extra large. So, bro, I don't know what I'm giving away, bro. I'm giving away a
Mate,
Spurs
I
jersey, innit?
didn't buy anything in Spurs shop. I haven't bought anything in Spurs shop for years yet. But I went in the other day because I had to take two people I hadn't been before with. So they wanted to go into the shop.
Mm.
Oh,
Anyways, I looked at the price of the shirts, man. Ridiculous.
How much?
100 quid for like a shirt with a name on it.
All right, I guess it's gonna be something less than
Mate,
100 quid.
like nowadays, back in the day, you could buy one for like
50 pound,
quid, yeah.
60 pound. For me, because I'm quite big, it's 70 pound. It's usually 70
An extra
pound.
tenner. Oh.
Yeah, man. The extra fabric. Yeah. So
I think
again,
the price is just fixed now. I think it's just 100 quid for it. Like all the so the retro stuff was like 40, 50 quid depending on which one you picked. Like Hewlett Packard, like proper Holston, old school ones I used to wear when I was a kid. But all the first team ones were 100 or more, something. The training tops were like 60s. I think they were like 50, 60s.
you know what? Talking about kits, in it. There's this
DHK
Instagram page.
Yeah.
No. There's this Instagram page. I think it's
Is it retro football shirts?
retro football shirts. Yes.
Yeah.
They've got some lovely shirts, man.
I really like the old stuff. You know, the old
I
stuff.
really
is nice.
love it. You know, like that's probably what I'm gonna be giving away if I do end up giving it away.
He saw the price. I told him the price, and now he's scared. 100 quid. Like it's actually mad.
It's not that expensive, to be honest with you. Look, it is expensive if you don't have the peas in it, but it's not that.
It's not that. It's just I'm comparing it to before. Like before, I could get Champions League, whatever.
What do you expect?
But like double the price.
It's not that it's necessarily expensive. It's if you have a big family or you're buying for 2 or 3.
It's 500 quid.
How
like a whole family.
that adds up is worrying.
Bro, you spend like 1k on like 10 shirts.
Remember this year, the inflation is crazy, innit?
Yeah.
I used to have a £5 note. I would go into the shop and I'll get 10 things out of that shop, or maybe 6 or 7.
Now it gets you one thing.
Now I have £5. I can only buy a drink and I can only buy a sweet, because more time the drink is £2 and more time the sweet is £2.99. Think about it like that.
Yeah.
From back in them times when I could buy £5 used to be, whoa, that's a lot of money. You know, I expect.
Oh yeah, you could buy a lot for £5.
Yeah, bro. Even going into chicken and chip shop, you can only buy like 6 wings now with £5.
So you know, by the way, I'll have to get cancelled for this. Don't go to TGI Fridays.
What happened?
Bro, they're charging 22 quid for 10 chicken wings.
You're lying.
No. Everything's gone up in TGI Fridays. It's not even that good.
Yeah, no, it's whack.
Yeah, like
just go.
KFC.
Anyway, before we end, just want to say big up to the chat. Thank you all for your comments, your questions for all 3 of us. Big up JJ.
He's a sensible one, because we're all talking about fried chicken for like 5 minutes.
In particular JJ throughout.
Yeah, JJ, man. Yeah, I'm not even
big up,
mate.
Big up, mate.
Bro, listen.
Geordie, Newcastle fans earlier on in the stream as well. So big up to each.
You've been my consistent
through thick and thin. Yeah.
And you know what? One thing that is consistent with JJ, he can tell if I'm bullshitting because he knows what I've said.
He might be telling you quite often.
Yeah, like the thing with Toxic, he was just seeing that one last segment of us talking about
Daesh,
what's his name? Daesh.
And Ange, yeah.
And Ange, and he thought we wanted Ange out.
To watch Sean Daesh as a replacement straight away. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but being consistent with the consistency. All right, cool. Wait.
JJ,
Before we leave,
JJ, go check my show at Monday 8 PM as well. It'd be nice to get you on as well at some point.
Yeah, before we leave, innit? Yeah. If we was to lose against Nottingham
Forest.
Forest, and I
Yeah.
don't want to. I don't want
Come
to
on,
predict the loss.
Well, my weekend
But
will
if
be
we was to
ruined if we
lose,
lose the line.
and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
now we go in against Everton. If we was to lose against Everton, look, when do you pull the plug?
Go on, Anne.
Oh,
Or no?
what?
That's a question.
No,
That's a good question,
no,
though.
I'm not having that.
That's a good
Come
question,
on.
though. Isn't that a good question?
No.
You know what? You know what? TJ actually has a point. Shall I tell you why? Because when I was walking out of the Villa game, someone was saying 5 defeats already. It's only
That's
like
the worst we've ever done. Yeah,
Yeah.
110%. It's a good question.
No,
some,
If you
fa-
don't believe
some fans,
that-
some fans
No,
are
no, no.
questioning
If you
it,
don't
yeah.
believe
I'm
that,
not having that. That's thicko behaviour, right? We're on the right path under the right
I
manager.
know. Look, between me and you, yeah. Look,
But Harry, things can change
Harry,
very quickly in football.
we
That's what
are
I'm saying.
on the right
We've
path.
seen clips. We've seen bits of what the team that we can be.
Yes,
We've
I
got a
know.
manager
Harry,
behind the wheel.
no.
Trust the
I know your
process.
view.
Get
I know
behind the
your
guy.
view. I don't want him to go either. I've already said I want 5 years for him. I've already
You're
said
asking
that.
when do you pull the plug?
But
plug
No,
look,
is-
it's a good
it's to
question
do
to
with
talk
it's to
about.
do with
It's
like,
a good question.
Yeah.
It's a good question to bring up because if we do lose against Nottingham,
As far
Nottingham
as I'm
Forest,
concerned, we can lose
and
the
it's a
next
good
7 games. I still want him as my manager. It's not always about that. We're on the right
no. Okay,
path.
then no.
First
That's where
year
I'm.
under a project.
That's
We're
where I
building.
differ in it.
It's
Look,
stronger.
that's
Plain simple.
that's where I differ because if we was to lose
Okay.
7 games after them 5 losses, that's terrible form. And no manager can go. Look, not even Man United is in that terrible form.
I mean, they're gonna, obviously I brought it up. Man
Difference
United
is
first
Man
thing.
United are deeper
They're
in their
talking to
problem.
Graham Potter. Man United. It's crazy.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard about that.
It's actually mad.
But look, no, but that's a general question. Like I'm not even chatting like I want it to happen. But
No, we're just saying.
generally, when can we say this style is not working?
It is working, so we haven't got to worry.
No, I'm saying what scenario? Like
You're not really
End of
entertaining the
season.
question.
End of the season. If I don't know, we fighting
By
relegation.
January, cool. Put it like this, yeah. What's our next 5 fixtures?
give me a second.
Okay, so I can tell you off by heart. So roughly, it's Nottingham Forest
Yeah.
away, Everton at home, Brighton away, Bournemouth
Mhm.
at home, New Year's Eve, roughly. So we can lose all of them as
Cool.
far as I can.
So if we was to lose all of them,
Well, United
plus
away
with-
on the 14th of Jan, by the way.
look, if we was to lose all of them, look, it's not like I want this to happen, please.
Oh my God, we're actually
I'm
playing
just-
Brentford. We're actually playing Brentford on my birthday. That's mad.
Yeah,
I just got
Again,
Away
I want
or
to make
at
this
home?
clear.
at
Oh,
home.
it'll be
wanna
at home.
At home. Yeah.
Sorry, silly
Yeah,
question.
I want to make this clear for all the watchers that are still here, and if they are still hearing it, yeah. I want to make this clear, not because I want Ange out, but I just want to educate, I want to just entertain the question that I've been hearing across social media in the sense of 5 games is bad. 5 games losing in a row is bad. Yeah. We've just won against Newcastle. That is a win. But if we was to lose our next 5 games, that means we are in a drought. Put it like that. Consistently or no consistently, that Newcastle game was
Anomaly if we
anomaly.
lose
You know what I'm
yeah.
trying to say, you know?
Yeah.
So when do you think Levy would pull the plug? And do you think do you think fans should get behind pulling the plug? Because then I'm on the defense where if we was to lose our next 10 games or our next 5 games, we need to start thinking about this style, because it's all good. Again, it goes back to what you were saying, Harry. It's all good with having all the possession and all the chances. If you're not finishing the dinner, it's pointless. Do you get where I'm coming from? And
I get where you're coming from, but I think we've got the
Wait,
right manager.
we play Everton twice in the space of like 2 months. What
once
at home on
has his
23rd?
team he wants and has picked, then
What?
it could go south. Yeah, no. Look, this is what I'm trying to say. This is why I want to. And look, I don't want to entertain the negative side, but I want to entertain that question because it's a very good question to ask. When do we say this style is not working?
I think you're right. If we lose next 4 games, that's it for me. I think.
I'm on the likes of Haz as well, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, that might sound crazy that I'm going to put
Rubbish.
myself out there and say that. If we lose our next 4 games, yeah,
I've heard enough, right? Emerson Ryan midfield, I can tolerate just, but Ange out, no.
no, but it is a fair question. It is a
I don't
serious
think so.
question.
And
We lost our next
unfortunately, Harry,
four
also
games.
Levy will look at this and say, if we don't make Europe, he's going to want him to go anyway. So
You're looking at it from
But
a
with the
positive.
first year, I said at the start of the season we can finish in the bottom half of the season, but we got the right guy. We're playing the right
I know,
football.
I'm not saying that, but I'm
and
saying
we've seen where we
but-
can go with this manager.
but
No, you're
Levy
not
won't
seeing
see it
what-
that way though. Anyway,
You're not seeing it like how I'm seeing it. Look, I already predicted us to finish 5th and 6th. That's not.
So
That's
but
off
do you
that
think the
of
manager's the
best.
problem? Do you think no seriously? Because we've gone from manager to manager to manager, and we're
Okay,
right,
do you
money on
think-
constant
Can I
problems.
tell you?
There's
No. Look.
manager.
Can I tell you what the problem would be?
We're saying when do we pull the plug? The
No,
plug isn't going to be pulled.
Do I
It should
think
be
the
pulled.
manager's the problem? No, because I want Levy out. But then again, if you are losing
We're doing well at the moment. There's
consecutively,
no one to blame.
and-
Everyone's playing their
wait,
role.
hold on.
Levy's
You're
got the
ask,
January
I'm gonna
transfer
answer.
window.
I'm gonna answer you, bro.
Recruitment's been excellent recently.
No, I'm gonna
Manager's
answer your
doing his
question.
job and
Hold on,
delivering on the pitch.
Let me
The players are
answer, bro.
consistent.
You're-
Everything at Tottenham Hotspur is working perfectly at the moment, from youth academy to first team to the women's team. Everything's absolutely spot on, and Spurs is making me proud.
Yeah,
on
no,
every-
but you're seeing it as no. But what? Listen to what I'm saying, bro.
I am listening. I've heard what you said, and I don't agree with what you've got to say.
I'm saying if we lose our next 4 and it's the style that is costing us, this high line that is costing us.
Then Ange has
When
to
can
change,
we-
not the manager. He needs to change his ways.
Oh, wait, what? So, but that's the manager, right?
Yeah, but managers can have plan Bs. That's on the manager.
but
Yes,
we
to
don't have a
develop.
plan B under
But
Ange.
we-
That's what
We
I'm
don't
trying
have
to
a
say.
plan B. He's already come out and said he's going to play like this for the rest of. If we were
I
down to 9
respect
men,
that.
But Harry,
See,
we
now
now
I'm-
high line against Chelsea.
just
9 men.
argument's sake, just to make it clear to a lot of people, I'm not Ange out, but I'm gonna play devil's advocate and be an Ange out right now. We have tried playing this style against Aston Villa with no result. Against Wolves, there's no result. Against what? Who's the next team? Who's the next? Who? We've lost 5 games in a row. It's the
5 in a row?
worst.
No,
5 in a
four,
row.
wasn't
It's
it?
4.
4 with 1 draw.
Yeah.
five.
But look at the players we've got out. Any other manager would do worse than that. It's so simple. You put you in charge of this team, and we wouldn't be doing any better. You may be playing a good style of football and may give us a better chance in games like Chelsea, but I don't think we'd beat the likes of Sheffield United. And the players we've got out to be in 5th place, I think is astonishing.
Right.
Nothing but astonishing.
Sorry to say,
If we were 8th right now, I'd still be happy. But we're 5th.
sorry to say, Sheffield. If you think about, wait. Sorry to say, Sheffield United, we're better than Sheffield United. Are you saying we will struggle with
They're
any
a low
other
block.
manager?
You said we can't break down low block teams.
Exactly, and
That's
isn't
what
that based on the
trying to
style?
say.
Isn't that
what he's
based on the
trying to-
style? Isn't that
What?
based on the style?
Yeah, because we play such attacking football, we can't break down the low blocks.
Yeah, isn't that based on the style?
No.
Yeah, it
What?
is.
Yes, it is
I don't think
because
so.
we can't break down low block.
We did though.
Just about, but anyway.
3
Look,
points is 3
again, it
points.
comes down
Newcastle
to
are a low block team. Sometimes we absolutely smashed them.
Yeah,
They've got us-
Newcastle's knackered though. I mean,
So should we be? You know,
We have to start-
making excuses.
we have to start. What is it called? We have to start entertaining that question if it goes 5 games again with no
I
win.
tell you what, I'll entertain the question if we lose our next 5 games. But as far as I'm
okay,
concerned,
all right, we'll
do
get to the
whatever
next.
we want,
We'll get to
players
the next.
come back, and I'm behind it.
I'll tell you what, we'll get to my birthday because that's I think 5-6 games time, and we'll talk about it.
Lose them all, and of course, I say that Ange should change, but I know we've got the right manager and we're on the right path. I continue to say it and keep going on, and I question fans as a person.
We're not
If
saying
they
it's going to
think
happen, Harry. We're
everyone's
just
gonna-
saying if it happens, it's
You're
not.
not-
It's not even going to be our fault yet. Like Levy will pull the plug. I think it won't be us
And that's
anyway.
the wrong thing to do, and we all should know that.
I look.
Come on.
Yeah, again,
Get
I
behind
agree.
the manager. Get
In my-
behind the guy.
I
who
am
can lead
behind the
us
guy.
to success.
You're not
Come
listening
on.
to what I'm saying. You're not
I'm listening to
you're
what
not
you're saying.
logically you're not this is where me and you different have a different views. You're not logically putting you're just saying get behind the guy, but if the guy is not doing well and he's doing the same thing and the same thing's not improving,
If the guy's doing the best with the tools he's got and he's overachieving, then you've got
if
to
you
get
can
behind-
prevent, okay, cool.
Have you looked at the table?
Devil's
Have you looked
advocate.
at the table? Have you looked at the table?
No, devil's advocate. Cool. Devil's advocate right here. He could prevent us from conceding a lot. like I said, we're conceding quite a lot of chances.
Play a bit
Okay,
deeper.
but look,
Play a
last
bit
season,
deep. But Harry, you're one of the people who said, "I'm not."
Defensive manager under Conte. We've never conceded so many goals. It was awful last season.
But Harry, you're one of the people who said that without Van der Ven, we can't play a high line. Though.
Correct, and I think that's wrong. And that's on the manager.
But that's what you said. I'm saying that's what you said. That's not what I said.
You also just said
he's responsible. You can't just say pull the plug. That's just.
I'm also going to quote you. I'm going to quote you about 20 minutes from here. You also said we don't have the correct players to play this high line.
How's that Angie's fault?
No, but I'm saying
what do you mean? How is it not Angie's fault? Because Angie's setting up in a certain way. We don't have the players to play in this style, and then you're saying it's not Angie's fault.
Okay, I'm Ange Postecoglou, and I come around and play this style of football I never played before. No, he sticks to what he knows best.
I'm saying because we can't. Harry was saying because he can't play this line, he has to change it to fit the players he has.
I believe he's missed the point. What we're
I know.
He's won trophies. You haven't. He's won. Why are you questioning him when he's won trophies?
We can
I can question Conte, so
we can question him.
I didn't question. I questioned Conte.
Every streamer went on last season. You questioned Conte. You were like Conte.
We can question. No. But the thing is, we can question the manager's outlet because we're seeing the same thing over and over again.
Shouldn't say that? I don't think it's right to sit here and even question Postecoglou. We can question Postecoglou's tactics, Chelsea.
Of course, yes, right.
His tactics and
again,
in-game.
But that's him who does the tactics. It's him who does the tactics.
It's him that lines it up like that.
Doing well. If we finish at the end of the season, I'll be jumping up and down.
I'm saying, Harry, if you're telling me, this is your quote, by the way, earlier this stream, you said without Van der Ven, we can't play a high line.
It's ironic, man. He's gone like this, yeah? Look, he's gone like this and he's gone like that. He's flip-flopped. Everything he's saying right now,
I don't agree with it. But it's the way
I'm saying, but Harry, you told me because I agree with you. You told me.
I'm not a manager. He is.
Yeah, I know, but Harry, you told me, and I'm quoting you on this because I agree with you with this. Without Van der Ven, we can't play a high line.
We don't have the players to play this style. You said this just 20 minutes ago.
Yes.
You did.
So why are we playing the same style? That's what I'm trying to say.
Why are we playing the same style?
That's on Ange. I respect that. But
if we carry on the same style.
So if we carry on, wait. He made a good point. It's on Ange. Wait.
These players are bought into Ange's system. They've shown that they are behind the manager. So I don't care what you think.
I'm trying to understand.
Harry, you just said it's on Ange if we're playing. No. You just said you made it clear it's on Ange if we carry on playing the high line, right? And if we carry on losing because of this high line, wait 1 second. If we carry on losing because of this high line, is it not on Ange?
Of course it's on Ange, yes.
All right, cool, perfect. Now my point is this.
And we've got players here that won no trophies.
Now my point is this. I'm not
the guy who's won the trophies. Surely.
No. You're talking about trophies. I'm not even talking about trophies. Forget the trophies. Trophies.
I know we don't like to mention it. Because Tottenham have won a major trophy since 2008, and that is a problem. And with mentality that is
why is that? With
mentalities like this, when we pull the plug when things are going well, and we worry, if we lose the next game, let's pull the plug. Things like that.
No, it's not. It's not because of that. It's because Levy. Listen, I'll make something clear in it. It won't come out of South. It won't come out of Harry's mouth in it. No, listen, Harry, I will speak for you in it. Don't worry, I don't mind. I don't mind. No, the reason why he pulls out. Wait. In fact, you know what? Forget what I was just about to say. So do you let me just understand something? If we kept Pochettino, do you think we will be better off?
I can't really answer that because we've been for a lot and we got a load of different players. You don't really know because Pochettino's failing at Chelsea. I think we got the right manager and we're still on the right path and I'm happy as we are.
So then you agree that changing managers is okay, right? So all of what you just said there is nullified.
I don't think he should have been sacked. I don't agree with that either. And I didn't agree with when Mourinho went before the cup final. I didn't agree with when Conte went. I still think they're the right manager.
So who's the denominator?
Who's a common person?
Who's a common person?
Get rid of a manager like that. Yeah, okay, I questioned Conte. I never said that he should be sacked. Never. Find something. I haven't said that.
I'm just like I was saying. I was just entertaining a question. I don't want just to make it clear for people. I don't want Ange out. But if we do carry on losing,
no, you're flip flopping. Right.
No,
I'm not
no, no,
flip-flopping.
no.
Right. Okay.
I'm not flip-flopping.
Got two flip
We're saying if we lose 4 games in a row,
Bro,
then,
I
What are
never
you not going to
listen.
do? Even if we
Bro,
did.
wait, Harry, you've done what Toxic's done. You've heard what you wanted to hear and not hear what we're saying.
yeah, we just said if we lose 4 games
Bro,
in a
never
row,
has
we
it
want
come
him
out of my
gone.
mouth that I said
Yeah.
we don't need Ange.
Yeah.
I've said we need to start entertaining the question, which a lot of fans have actually brought up, because five losses or 4 losses is bad. Terrible form.
If we were to lose another 4
in a row
on top of that,
with the teams we played against, come on, just deep it for a second.
and Harry, it won't be me that pulls this plug, it'll be Levy anyway.
And I don't agree with that either.
So then are you going to be Levy out if he sacks after 4 losses?
I disagree.
Listen, that's the difference between me. Listen, that's the difference between Levy ins and Levy outs.
I've got better things to do than
We've just
cry about it when things are. But have you noticed? Protests have gone quiet because we're doing well. See,
I guarantee you, Harry, if we don't sign a player in the first week of January, there'll be protests.
And those people are the problem. It's plain simple.
It comes down to this, isn't it? This is the difference between a Levy in and a Levy out.
I'm not. I don't cast myself as Levy in or Levy out. I'm just.
Let me make my point.
Their behind my manager until the end.
Their viewpoint of it is it's all sunshine and rainbows, but they don't listen. We've been failing for the last 15 years, 16 years.
Yeah, but we're doing really well.
The same shit over and over again. Every top side that we want to become, this is the fact. These are facts. Every top side, Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool, you got West Ham now, have all won major honours.
Even Wigan won the FA Cup.
Tottenham have struggled to win major honours. Now, regardless of what your viewpoint on it, that's bad ownership. Personally, he's run the club down.
Up, yes.
It's bad ownership.
Have to take responsibility.
Now, on top of that,
I've said it for so many years that we should prioritise major trophies, and we haven't done that, and that is a failure of leadership.
On top of all of this, you've got poorly spent. Spending the budget.
Yeah, we've wasted money. Yeah,
not investing in footballing ideas. You listen. This is something that is personal to my life. Personal to my life, being a scum of the earth, because you know why I say that. Because personal to my life, innit? He has moved us out of White Hart Lane. Think about it, where
he tried to go. Harry, you don't know this, but he tried to move us to Stratford.
We've got an excellent new stadium, and it was a correct decision.
But Harry, he tried to move us to Stratford.
It wasn't.
You don't know that.
Time period it wasn't.
I do.
Time period it wasn't.
We had the bet with West Ham for the London Stadium. It ended up going to
West Ham. Why did he try and move to Stratford? Because it was cheaper. That's the only reason why.
So
it wasn't the best time to move, and I will say this for a fact.
We were just about to win the league. Yeah,
it wasn't the best time to move. We had our best success for the last last 10 years.
We finished
before that, we were finishing 8th and 9th.
To move to a new stadium, so we want to be taken seriously and not being called a banter club. You have to have a nice new stadium. It attracts income that can be spent on the first team. I'm not saying it is at the moment. That's how it should work, right?
But where's the money going, Harry? Because we've had so many concerts and apparently we're still poor.
Oh, no, I know.
Apparently we're still poor. We've had all these concerts. Pink's coming next, by the way. We've had Beyonce. We've had.
The last 18 months of recruitment has been excellent. Up there with the very best.
No, but I'm saying, where's the money going? Because apparently we can't sign players.
I don't know. That's not for me to speculate. I'm not inside the club. That's for Daniel Levy and the board to deal with it. Right now, we're doing an excellent job. We're in a good position. Recruitment's been good. Money's been wasted in the past. And now our only problem is for me getting players out the door. Then we're perfect. Not a problem at all.
Okay.
You know what? We'll leave it there, innit? Because
otherwise we'll keep going for another hour.
Let me be honest with you. We'll agree to disagree. The reason being. Look, I didn't even mean that question to be sinister like that, but.
I know you mean well. I don't like the question personally, and I've seen this on Twitter already. But then you have
to think of it logically as well. Sometimes it comes down to logic. You can't just blindly support someone.
If doing well, you don't sack him. You don't pull the plug or even think about pulling the plug. Look at Nottingham Forest. They've lost so many games. Should we stack Steve Cooper, who got them promoted and done really well? Of course not.
I think of sacking him, Harry.
But I don't agree with that, Has. I'm saying the best
No,
thing is
you might not agree with
If
that.
we
but then,
beat them, or if we beat them tomorrow night, he might get sacked. I'm not joking.
I don't agree with that. I think he's
the
only
whole
one who can
purpose
keep-
of
keep
wait,
him up.
the whole purpose of sacking a manager is to improve, right? Yeah,
We don't need to improve.
Huh?
bro, it's come out the devil's ass right there. Think about it. It's come out the devil's ass.
7 points off the title.
It's come out the devil's ass, bro.
What? We
Listen,
don't need to improve.
bro,
What?
has he's lost it, bro.
What? I'm like, what?
I stand by that.
Harry, man, you make me laugh, man. I love you, bro. I love you so much, man. I love you so much.
Harry, you haven't seen the pain, man.
Yeah, I love you so much,
You
man.
keep saying that, but the question you're in the heartbreak.
I
of the
love
show.
you so much, man.
I haven't
No,
really
Harry,
seen-
bro. I respect your fight.
I respect
bro.
your hustle, honestly, man. Honestly.
I've always said that, bro.
Yeah.
I've
I will
always
always
said
be
that.
up for a debate any time, any day of the week.
Yeah,
I think it's at that at the end.
yeah, 100%, man. We should have started with that question at the start.
Yeah. I look forward to continuing it next Friday. But
You know what? The only reason why I said it, I saw it on Twitter, not on Twitter, on Instagram.
Yeah, well, what idiot was that?
Oh, a lot of people, man.
Go on,
Because
I'll
we're
call
not
him out now.
consistent.
Go on. I'd
We're not
love it to be
consistent.
someone I know. Go on. Who's getting unfollowed? Go on.
I don't think anybody follows you. I just saw it on I saw it on Instagram, and even look for me personally, we have
childish.
to no, it's
immature.
not.
It's
not.
just
It's
okay.
criticizing,
Before we end, I'm going to
hey.
use one word about our family: entitled. Extremely
What?
How?
entitled. Sit here and go,
How?
we should-
How? Wait. How are we
We haven't won
entitled?
a major trophy
Wait.
since
No, that
2008,
will annoy me.
right? We should
How
have
are
more
we
patience
entitled
than
when
any
we have
other families.
won
We
one
used not-
trophy?
No, listen.
Wait, one
That's
trophy in the
the
last
problem, you don't
15
listen.
years, bro.
TJ,
Come
you don't
on.
listen. You have a lot to say, but you don't listen, right?
Harry, we won
I
one
have been
trophy
listening to
in
you.
15
I
years.
I have been listening to you, bro. You have said everything is flowers and daisies right now.
Yeah.
No,
When realistically,
Hold on. It's ironic because TJ was once saying we're going to win the title race like a month ago, and now
Exactly, bro.
Harry's the one.
Think
What the
about
hell?
it,
can I
man.
make it clear?
Think about it, man. Come on, get it. Like, look,
No.
can-
We haven't won a major trophy since 2008. We should be more patient. We haven't seen. We haven't been
Patient?
Doesn't make any sense, but that's
Wait,
been 15
patient?
years.
But fans
Wait.
throwing their toys out the pram. We should be used to not doing
patient.
it by now.
Wait. Are you saying
Stupid
fans should be more
mentality is the reason we're
patient?
never going to get
15
anywhere.
years
We'll
of
be here in 10 years' time.
no success. Come on.
Really?
Wait.
Yeah.
Are you trying to say we should be more patient with Levy? Is that what you're trying to
what?
tell me?
You're putting words in my mouth. You're good at that anyway.
That's exactly what you
You've been good
said.
at that today.
Patient with who?
I don't do
That's
that.
exactly what you said.
This is between you. You put words in my mouth. I don't do
Wait.
that. Come on.
Wait. Isn't that what he just said there? Be more patient.
I didn't say with Daniel Levy though.
But patient with who then?
With
The
who?
manager, the process.
And
Yeah, but who's in charge of the manager?
I'm not commenting on that. I'll let you.
Yeah.
speak out.
Oh my
gone
God, he's
through
a
that
politician
process.
now.
With whatever I say.
We've gone through that. Okay, cool. Look, put it like this, yeah. When do you call it quits? Wait. When do you call it quits? If we're 5 years
Before.
now, what,
Before.
5-6 years into this process of what you're saying, and there's still no success. Yeah. Let's just say 5-6 years, and there's still no success. What you saying? Is it still a process? It's been a process.
You're making me
You see my
comment
point?
about something that hasn't happened.
Yeah, but we're
like-
asking hypothetically speaking.
Okay, so talk me through how the rest of the season will go and next season will go, and I'll make.
I'm saying in 5 years, if we don't move
No.
forward, then what were you just saying?
Yeah.
The reason why I'm saying, look, you know the reason why I'm saying this. We've done this with 5 managers,
I don't.
or 4 managers. Look, personally,
Did you
this
agree
is
with
how
the
I view
sackings
it.
of them?
Do I agree with the sackings?
Don't agree with it.
Complete. Okay, cool. Wait,
Which
do I agree
managers?
with-
Sorry, which managers, Harry? Are we talking about? Because it's been.
Do
a
I
long
agree with the
time.
All
sackings?
managers in recent years. They've been
Do
sacked.
What
I
do you
agree
mean
with the
by how many
sackings?
years?
My
How many years?
honest view, Poch should have stayed. I've said that already. But
Poch, Mourinho, Conte.
we shouldn't
Nuno,
even had Mourinho. We
I
should
agree on.
from
Someone
my
say right
viewpoint, Poch should have stayed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But who sacked him?
Who sacked him?
No, I agree with that.
But who sacked him? Just say the name.
I agree with that. That was the wrong decision at the time.
The process is the same shit.
I think it's
we've been through this under Poch. We've been through this under Redknapp. Under Redknapp, we'll probably 2 players away from like maybe winning that league.
I know. And
who didn't buy those players?
I think a lot of our fans kind of hold things into account, in the whole.
We have to, because that's all we got to go off. 15 years of slumber. We have to hold it. What do you expect me to do? Forget what happened when we signed Saha and Nelson on deadline day?
I'm defending the managers of Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, but somehow it's been painted the picture. I'm defending Daniel Levy
because he sacks the managers.
You are. Yeah. You are right now with what you've been saying.
You said we should be happy. We should be happy.
We should be jumping up and down right now for where we are.
All right, cool. Let me rephrase this whole thing, yeah?
We finished eighth last season.
Let me rephrase this whole thing.
Under a serial winner. We're fifth in the
let me rephrase it.
Harry, he was sacked. Actually, Conte was sacked when he was third, Harry. Conte was sacked when he was third.
Get behind the manager, up the Spurs. Goodbye.
All right, cool.
When we were third.
Let me rephrase it.
Mason.
Wait. Let me rephrase this for you, Harry, innit? Now, we've got Ange Postecoglou that is doing well, right? We've got Ange Postecoglou that's doing well, innit? Yeah. His last 5 games he's lost, right? Cool. Let's just put it like
not the last 5 games, last 4. Well, not because we won the last game. We've had a little mini bad run, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bad run. Every manager gets to have a bad run. Every manager gets to have a bad run. I'm not saying that, but
we play well.
No. How many of them losses are on Ange? I want to just know this from you. This is just a general question.
Okay, Villa, I just think was unlucky. They had more players available on the day. They're in a good position of the season. Nothing we can do about that. Chelsea, the high line cost us. So
that's Ange then. That's Ange. Chelsea's Ange then.
Potentially.
Because you said the high line cost us. That's Ange.
Potentially cost us.
Okay, Wolves. What about Wolves?
That's Ange.
No, just a really poor Tottenham performance. Spursy performance is what it is. Move on. West Ham. No, didn't do anything wrong in that.
West Ham.
We struggled to break down a low block, and West Ham got really lucky, and we were the better team. So we only really 2 or 3 points, and just cost us. These games absolutely low, by the way. So get behind it. Get on with it. Up the Spurs.
Okay, cool. I'm glad that you said that because you've been streaming with me for a long while now. And when I predicted us to lose against Chelsea, what did I say?
Why struggled to get slow block? Yeah.
I can't remember what you said 4 weeks.
No, he said that the tactics wouldn't work against Chelsea or something like that.
And it didn't.
The tactics wouldn't work against Ange, right? Now,
Poch,
again, against Poch,
yeah.
The tactics wouldn't work against Poch.
And it didn't work.
Yeah.
Now, West Ham, the tactics seem to not work against.
But it did.
Ange.
We were the better team. We were cruising.
But we lost 2-1.
Nobody remembers the better team.
But we lost 2-1, Harry.
But we lost 2-1. Okay, but Ange isn't a player. We didn't take our chances.
Yeah, but he sets up the team.
Okay, we haven't got much available. Do you want to play
Dyer? What did that start with? Consistently, even if you're performing at your best and you're not finishing your dinner, it's a results-based business, right?
Yeah, it
is.
If
Ange is not getting the results.
Quickly, and
maybe Harry, you understand like this. Okay, I know how much did you see of Wenger's Arsenal, by the way? Because obviously you're quite young. This is what I think is.
He didn't see nothing. He didn't.
Okay, so for 10 years, Arsene Wenger's football worked, right? Yeah,
it didn't towards the end. He become like an old fossil and an old dinosaur.
But you answered my question. I was going to say, but he wouldn't change his style, right? And a lot of Arsenal fans hated it.
Hasn't done it for 10 years.
Yeah, but we're talking about in the 2000s, Harry. We're talking about modern football now. Yeah, he didn't change it for 10 years. Arsenal fans would say, this is the line that I used to always hear on Arsenal fan TV, or from Arsenal fans I'm friends with. By the way, I'm friends with a lot of them, unfortunately, Harry. They would say, we play loads of pretty football, but we don't win anything. Like, they have all the pretty football. They had, honestly, Arsenal were great to watch. If you just want to watch a game, but they didn't
equal results.
They didn't win anything for like 10.
The reason why, listen, look, let me tell you this.
Well,
the reasons why we class Mourinho as one of the best managers in the world, Conte for it's because they don't play pretty football. Do they play pretty football? But they get results.
But they didn't. See, the frustrating thing is that both managers win everywhere else but Tottenham, and that is where you've got to look at higher up the ownership and recruitment.
Yeah, so Levy is the fault then, isn't it?
In this situation,
Levy's the fault then.
Listen, bro.
no, okay. Both managers
I
weren't
love
the right
him,
fit for
but
Tottenham.
he's
Style
in
of play
denial.
doesn't work.
Yeah,
That's why he's
I
got
like
to
him,
but he's in
now.
denial.
In Adam's box, I've got to deal
He
with
doesn't
it.
get it,
He's in
man.
denial. But
Yeah.
I like Has. That was a good
And have a
question,
great
though.
evening.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
off now.
You set him.
Bye.
Wait, Has. That was
Yeah.
such a great question, isn't it?
yeah.
Because look, although it's a question that not a lot of Spurs fans want to talk about, we have to start talking about it because if we carry on losing, there's going to be a point where Levy
Just wants to sack him because he won't get
Exactly.
Europe. We won't get Europe. So yeah.
And I'm in belief that Harry is in. You know, it's all love, bro. Listen,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He's young.
To be fair, Harry didn't run away. He actually needed to go. Like it wasn't anything like that. Don't.
Yeah, he's
so
young.
if you
and
watch
look,
on the watch back, he didn't run away because he had to like get away from the argument.
look, let's be totally
Yeah.
real here. You know, he's
Yeah.
young and he hasn't actually seen us fail.
He hasn't suffered as much. Put it there.
Exactly, which means like we have a bigger template. You have a bigger template than me, but I have a big enough template to assess the situation. And you can't just blindly support something if it's not working.
TJ, ironically, the reason about the Wenger thing was that I was going to say I supported Levy for 10 years. Yeah, I was in for 10 years, but then the last straw for me was 2012 because we were like 2-3 players away from like winning the league maybe. And he signed Saha and Nelson. I was like, this guy don't care about winning anything. If he was like,
he doesn't.
The team we had Bale, Lennon, Van der Vaart, Modric,
Defoe.
Defoe. Like that team was like honestly, a few more players, that team could have actually won something. Like,
trust me, like he doesn't look. Again, it goes back down to our ownership end. Look, again, it comes down to what we really want to see on the football pitch. Really and truly, we've already had these things like we don't have enough money to spend and all of this.
So what's the point of building a new stadium then? What's the point of building a stadium?
It's still resulting on our like.
Sorry.
We've always said as Spurs fans, we want better football and better, like a better direction. And hopefully this manager is going to get us, and hopefully we don't lose our next 5. I hope I didn't put that
Speaking
in the
to existence,
yeah. But look, again, it might be like a crazy jump forward question, but it's a question we have to honestly
consider. Yeah,
you have to, because if you just play blind and just go with the flow, we could be worse off.
It's true.
And if Ange doesn't learn how to adapt and learn how to look again, it's crazy that I'm saying this. Look, we come from a 4-1 win, but consistency is important. But bro, Harry, man, he makes me laugh, man. Because when he watches that back in it, I got him pinned. Against the wall.
You set him up.
I set him up. Everything he contradicted everything he said, bro. You know, he went from saying it's Ange's fault. It's no, it's not Ange. It's not Ange.
But it's ironic to me. He goes to me, you can't play Highline without Van de Ven. He said it in the first 10 minutes of the stream.
Exactly.
And I'm like, so hold on. So if we can't play the Highline, why are we playing the Highline still? It doesn't make any sense to me personally. But
it made no sense. But look again. I didn't mean to screw him up like that, you know. And look, I just wanted to really get your view on it.
Because we have to consider it. Like you're right, TJ. Because obviously Levy pulls the plug quite quick. Yeah. If we're in trouble, say we're like, because if we lose 4 or 5 games in a row, we might be in the bottom 10 for like I don't know where we'll be.
100%. And the way everybody else around us is playing, like Aston Villa. Look, Aston Villa's not even behind us, but Aston Villa. Then you got Newcastle. You got Brighton as well. Brighton has kind of like fallen off, but
Everton. I think Everton
as well.
Points, you know?
Like again, so it's not like we're against teams that
like the top. You know, like Man City.
You understand? You get where I'm coming from. So these are questions that we have to ask, because if we don't ask these questions, we're not going to. For me,
this reminds a lot about Ramos, yeah. So he came in halfway through the season. He only lasted like 8 games because we've got 2 points from 8 games, and he got sacked for all the whole project he was going to do with him or whatever. You sacked him. You sacked him.
110%.
Not that it was wrong or anything, because Redknapp came in and he saved us, but like as in, you have to consider it because in football things change very quickly. So
And again, I just want to make it clear that me and Haz doesn't. We're
We're
not
not Ange out.
Levy
We're
out.
just.
Well, no, we're not. I am Levy out. What am I
I'm leaving
talking
out, but
about?
I'm not Ange
Ange
out. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, like I said, I'm just making it clear because people like to twist words on this fan base, and people like to go with a narrative, as you saw, like today. Some people just don't. They listen to one thing and they just go and run with it. Again, we want Ange to succeed, and consistency is important. That's all I want to make it clear. Ange, we love you and carry on doing what you're doing, but it's a bumpy ride. Football is a bumpy ride, and it's a result.
Yeah, JJ, we're just talking like hypotheticals. It's like with the Dyche thing, it was more of a hypothetical. Oh, would you take Dyche ball over? Like, we weren't literally saying we want Dyche to come in and get sacked tomorrow. It was just hypothetical. We were just asking because of previous history, innit?
Got some good questions, innit?
Yeah.
I've been storing these questions. You know the only reason why? I saw it on Instagram, innit? Someone really before the Newcastle game, he was like, if we lose against Newcastle, that's 5 in a row. That's why I keep saying five losses, innit? But really and truly strong, it's 4 losses. But someone said it's 5 in a row. Then we go to Nottingham Forest. That's a must win. If we lose against Nottingham Forest, when is it time to call it quits? He had a fair point because he wants Ange to succeed, but if results are not,
he won't concede. He won't succeed.
100%.
He won't last if the results are bad anyway. Exactly. But also, I want to say something like, for Ange's football, everyone likes it because it's very attacking. But my friend makes a very good point. So Pep, when he came into the league, he tried to play the same thing, like high intensity. And I'm not saying City don't play high intensity now, but if you notice, he kind of learnt that you can't play that sort of energy all the time. Like the players get tired and that. And so he kind of tweaked it a bit because he kind of learnt, I can't play this Spanish football in England. Ange kind of needs to learn, I think. And I think my friend's got a point. So big up.
I've been saying for a long while, it's high intensity. And I think on a couple of our channels, we've got injuries due to this high intensity. Like, let's be honest with you here, and it's not just me just saying this because of all of our injuries. Ange needs to learn to adapt. It's so important. The Prem is different to the Scottish League, and there's a bigger margin to fail. Put it like this: if you don't get something correct in it, you're gonna plump. 100%. Look, right now the team's dedicated to this one style, and I hope it is consistent. Consistent is the important thing here. Remember, we haven't been consistent for the last.
Like for me, I was happy like the way he tweaked it. For example, against Luton, where he played just a little bit deeper because we had less players, or some games where he has been a bit more smarter. Like he brought on Højbjerg against City, which I thought was a good move because obviously we were getting overrun. Like he's done a few things, which I'm like, okay, maybe he's learning, but you need to learn quick in this league, man. Because if you don't,
100%, man,
like he's gonna be finished.
100%.
I like him as like he's good. I can tell he's a good manager, but you need to also get a bit smarter. I don't know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no, I totally agree with you, bro.
Yeah. I hope we won't be talking about 5 losses in like a month's time.
Hopefully, I didn't speak it into because then I'll come back to this thing and I'll just record.
It won't be like it's TJ's fault.
I'll ask you know what I'll do? I'll ask Harry, what's your perspective? Yeah, like are you Ange in, Ange out? Where do you stand? Because no, on a serious note, it could easily happen because now we're going against low blocks, and low blocks is quite difficult.
Everton low block, Forest low block, Bournemouth.
Everton is going to be a difficult game.
Yeah, it will be difficult. Let's be honest. Also, because I actually think their points deduction actually it's going to make them play better now.
100%, because they're taking their chances now.
Because Dyche has got them in. Apparently, got them into like a meeting or something, and they're all behind. They're all behind the club. They all want to succeed in the club. And when teams get fired up, like it's actually worse.
Oh, we've even forgot about this. We've got 10 points deduction coming up, isn't it?
Potentially, when's maybe, yeah.
So it's like we've got. See, this is a thing. Where do you think is a reasonable finish? Where do you think Tottenham's going to finish? And what is reasonable?
I think we're going to finish like 7th or 8th.
Anything above 8th?
I think 7th, maybe, probably.
Anything above 8th?
I know what. Honestly, can't see us finishing above Villa or Newcastle,
Villa's strong, man.
or even Newcastle. Once Newcastle get their players back, they'll be
flying ahead. Yeah,
And then also Liverpool, City, Arsenal were the top three. And then I don't know, maybe Villa could take fourth. Maybe, I don't know.
But then look,
when Newcastle fifth, and then you got us United, who are a mess, and then you got
Yeah. What is it called? Say
Brighton.
Yeah. No. Oh, that looks sick. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That looks sick. That design looks sick. Yeah.
He's making moves into the world, man.
100%, man. That kid is going places, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I need to start getting on his good side.
Yeah.
Because if I don't get on his good side, I'm gonna get left behind.
He'll be going to KFC instead of like TGI Fridays.
Bro, 100%, bro. He's gonna listen, and look. Then he's gonna be like, you just have to say Levy in.
Yeah.
No, but look, he's 14 years old. Bro, you just.
I guarantee you, man, this guy's gonna be like on TV in like
100%.
5 years. No, 5 years.
Not 5 years. Less than that, bro.
Yeah. 2 years he'll be on Sky Sports.
2 years time,
he'll
be doing Sky Sports.
It'll be like
yeah.
Deadline day with Harry Scarf.
Yeah, he's gonna leave us behind, bro. He's gonna leave us in the dust.
We'll be sitting there on the Friday night, and then
we're gonna be still talking about Levy out.
He'll be there saying, "Oh, we're deadline day at Tottenham." It's like,
100%, man.
Yeah. I should probably finish it now, mate. It's gone 12
let's cut now, man. Innit? Like, I'm a bit tired as well, man.
Anyway, come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs, and hopefully we win against Nottingham Forest, man.
Mm-hmm. And have a good weekend, everyone.
Yeah, big up to you, JJ.
And big up JJ and everyone else in the chat.
Yeah, man.
Toxic Headshot, Mark Cousins, and anyone else who went through, because I don't know who else went through.
Yeah.
Geordie at the beginning. Yeah.
Oh, Geordie's the guy that I done a bit of content with as well.
Is that with him? Oh, right.
Yeah.
So big up him as well.
Yeah.
And thanks, JJ. My support. Yeah. You should come on the show, man. Once.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, our show is good, man. Because you know what? You know the thing about our show.
Yeah.
We argue quite a lot. I realize, innit?
Yeah.
Me and Harry have a venom type taste. Like, sometimes sometimes you can piss each other off. Yeah, Royal Rumble. And you're the instigator as well, bro. You instigate so many. Sometimes it's you two against me, and I'm by myself, and then sometimes it's him. But it's always me and him disagreeing.
Yeah. I was sitting there just like,
instigating the whole thing, man. Yeah.
But it's just a show. At the end of the day, like we're not. Just so you guys know, we haven't fallen out with Harry or anything. So this will happen next week. Just so you guys know, because what happened with me and you when we didn't do a show for like a week. It was like
it happens every week, bro.
Yeah.
This is the box event.
Box office.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know what? It's just you. Some people agree with it. Some people disagree with it. And some people are entitled. You know what? But you know what really annoyed me when he said we're entitled.
Yeah.
We're not entitled, bro. I was like. I know he's a little kid, but I was like, what? Are you crazy? Like, entitled.
We haven't won anything for 15 years.
Exactly. That's what I said. Entitled.
But to be fair, though, the reason
bro.
I say 15 years is ironic because obviously he's only 14, bear in mind. So he's probably only seen us for like, do you know what I mean? So he wouldn't know as much, I guess.
Bro, but we're not entitled. 15 years of failure, bro.
We almost won like 3 or 4 trophies if we had an extra.
When you got other teams, entitled. We haven't. When you got other teams in the top half winning pretty much every other year,
we won nothing,
and we've won nothing. Come on, even West Ham.
I mean, I'm jealous West Ham won the Conference League personally, but anyway.
This is what I'm trying to say. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. I can't believe he said that. I was like, well.
Entitled what, to the Audi Cup?
Yeah.
Man,
I'm actually knackered. All right.
Yeah, man. All right.
Take care,
No
guys.
worries, man.
Yeah.
See you later. Peace.